Thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Welcome to Baker High Wildcats football. And now, Baker High Wildcats football.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Football here, live, coming to you live from William Raines High School on the north side of Jacksonville. I'm Mike Cruz, joined as always by my partner Kyle Davis, and we're set to bring you all the action. 2025 Baker County Wildcat football. Tonight is the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. As you can hear the national anthem in the background. Tonight, the first round of the Class 3A playoffs between the Wildcats of Baker County and the home team, the Raines Vikings. We're going to pause just for a second while the national anthem plays, and we'll continue on in just a moment. Live with you here as we're getting ready for the Wildcats to take on the Raines Vikings. The story tonight, the Raines Vikings, number one in the state, number one in the area. The Raines Vikings are 9-0 on the season. Most importantly, Kyle, you got a bunch of guys on this team that are probably college bound at some point in time, but most importantly for these Raines Vikings, they are scoring a lot of points. And to make it worse, Kyle, they give up hardly any points. So all year long, they're 9-0 on the year. And they average 52 points per game on offense. Kyle, guess how many points they give up on defense per game?
I'd say 6 or so.
Well, they've given up 40 points all year long. So they're giving up about 4.4 points a game. Wildcats, on the other hand, 4-6 during the regular season, and the Wildcats are giving up about 21 points a game. Something's got to give.
Yep. Hey, I think I'm just excited to be back here tonight. Playoff football for the Wildcats. So, hey, anything can happen on any given night. I want to see these boys compete, and I think Coach Kennedy will have them ready tonight. So, looking forward to it. The Vikings are making their way onto the field right now.
Let me make an adjustment here. I think we got the crowd noise coming a little too much. Kyle, let's turn around. All right, so we're back here just a few minutes away from kickoff here tonight. The Wildcats of McClenny doing battle on the road against the Raines Vikings. Should be an exciting start to the high school playoff game here tonight. So now the Wildcats this year with the Florida High School Playoff Association, the way that they managed the schedule this year, basically both of the teams got the week off last week because they scheduled an extra week in there for the chance that in case there was a hurricane, they had an extra week to sort out things if there were any playoffs or anything like that. How do you think that's going to affect these teams with an extra week off?
I don't think it affected us that much at all. I don't think neither team, Mike. I think it was just an extra week of practice for the guys, and I think both teams will be ready to come out here and play playoffs now. If you're not ready tonight, you shouldn't be playing football.
I'll tell you what, Kyle, let's take a 1-minute timeout here, send it back to the station for a quick commercial timeout, and we'll be back. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen, St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat. Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Berkins of Berkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Berkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Berkins at Berkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BerkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
First round of the playoffs, Class 3A playoffs from Rains High School. Wildcats had the ball to start the football game, and now Rains has it. First down and 10 from the Wildcat 25. First down play, they're going to throw it down toward the end zone, and Rains has got a walk-in touchdown on their first play of the ball game. So, Kyle, we had to move away from the band. It was a little bit loud down that way, so we moved down just a little bit. Let me turn your headphones up so you can hear me. Can you hear me better, Kyle?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you better now. So, anyway, the Wildcats had the ball on the first possession, Kyle, 9:14 to go here, but Rains takes over deep in Wildcat territory, and they scored just like that. It's 6-0.
Yep, not a good start for the Cats. We faked a punt, had a guy open in the middle of the field, good pass by the punter, boat right, and we dropped it, and Rains scores on the first play.
The extra point's on the way for Rains, and just like that, Rains has got a 7-0 lead here early in the ball game, just 9:14 on the clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we was in zone or what. Somebody got the safety in the corner, got confused, and the receiver was running wide open. Nobody was in 10 yards of him.
Mick Hubert would say, Kyle, quarantine.
Yep. So let's see if we can get back on, get our footing back right here, and get a little drive going on offense. You want to keep this Rains offense off the field as much as you can. That's going to consist of the Wildcats making first downs on offense.
Kyle and I are high atop the visiting stands here on the road at Rains High School. Right along Sutel Drive, Kyle. We made the drive over here from McClenny, Florida this afternoon.
We're at the graveyard, Mike. You taught me something. I know. I always wondered why they called it the graveyard. There's a cemetery right out back.
You figured it out, didn't you?
I did. I just thought they buried people over here every time they played them. I didn't know why they called it.
Well, I think that was the gist behind what their statement was by naming it the graveyard, where opponents come to have their final resting place. But yes, straight across the street, right here on Sutel, there is a cemetery. So it makes sense. First down and 10. It's been a while, though. I think we talked about it. It's been a while since the Wildcats have played here. I think about 5 years ago, Jackie and I did a playoff game from here, and we actually were victorious against Rains in the first round.
Yep, we're going to need some special stuff to happen tonight. There's some athletes on the field for Rains, but hey, our guys got to find a way to compete. You can make this a four-quarter game. You got to battle, man. Show some heart.
9:10 to go, first quarter. Wildcats get the football back, trailing 7-0 here early on the road at Rains. Nate Welch stands in there at quarterback for the Cats in the shotgun formation. The Wildcats have one running back in the backfield, one receiver set to the right side of the formation. First down play. Going to run with the quarterback straight ahead, going to run it to the right side of the formation, and that's just going to be maybe a gain of one, maybe two.
Yeah, we got a stacked formation, and Rains has got 10 people in the box. Now, that was actually Hudson Hodges at quarterback for the Wildcat in the Wildcat formation, and hey, we got to get some people out of the box.
Hodges, number 5, standing in the Wildcat formation that time to come out in first down and show that look. So it's second down and 9. On second down, the Wildcats taking a long time to get the play in.
Yeah, we've done that all year, but I think tonight that might be part of the game plan. Let's let the clock run and keep that Rains offense off the field to the best of our ability.
Same formation here for the Cats on second down. Second down play, just running this straight to the middle. Hard hit right there in the middle of the field. Hodges taken down after a gain of maybe 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a big 3rd and 8 for the Cats here. I think you got to bring back the quarterback here unless you're going to let Hodges pull it.
Big dust bowl out there in the middle, Kyle. There's just everywhere you go right now, there's just no rain, and it's
dry, man.
Dusty and dry on that field, and you can see that was kind of a vicious tackle right there in the middle of the formation, and as they spun down, just a cloud of dust.
Yep. 3rd and 6 for the Cats here.
Brings life to that old statement, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Third down, here we go, 3rd down and 5. Rains has all 11 men stacked in the box. We've got one receiver showing on the left side of the formation here. But Rains is scaring the Wildcats to throw the football.
It's going to be a tough night if we can't figure out a way to get the box unstacked.
Yeah, I mean, they've got all 11. I mean, all 11 within 5 yards of the football. And Baker County is forced to call a timeout here. 7:27. We ran some clock down there. Kyle picked up about 4 yards so far. What do you do on third down if you're the Wildcats? They were staying with the Wildcat formation there.
You got the young guy, Romello Thompson, the freshman out here at number 11 on the edge. I've got one-on-one. Give him a shot. I mean, you're not going to run the ball at Rains. They're just too big. They're too strong. You got to figure out a way to get these guys out of the box.
Yeah, I mean, in a one-on-one situation, they've got the other 10 guys stacked within the box. You may as well try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You got to give your quarterback time to throw it, though.
We are sorry for the technical difficulties we've had. We've had to move and run, and so we're back on the air today just in time for the Rains Vikings to score a touchdown.
Well, the last game of the season at I guess it was at Wakulla. We had lost our equipment there, and so we're running on some backup equipment now, and it's working fine. It's just taken us a couple of weeks to get the kinks worked out, but I think we're all good now. Hopefully you can hear us loud and clear. 7:27 to go, first quarter. Cats now third down, looking at a 3rd down and 6.
All right, they got Dupree out to our side here, Mike. I wouldn't be shocked to see a shot over here. They're going to let. It looks like they're going to let Hudson Hodges throw the ball.
3rd down play. Hodges runs the Wildcat again, and he's going nowhere. It's going to be maybe a half-yard gain, and the Wildcats will have to punt it away here. 4th down play. They just ran the Wildcat formation there, and the box is stacked, Kyle. I don't know any way you're going to gain yardage on that play unless somebody just misses an assignment.
No, you're not. You got to figure out a way. Like I said, you got to spread these guys out and try to get our playmakers in space. But hey, it's a tough deal tonight for the Cats, man. It's a tough draw, but you're here, so let's show up and play.
4th down, Broatwright's going to punt it away. A high, good punt comes down at the 35, takes a Rains roll, now a Wildcat roll, backs up the first stop was a Rains roll, then it backed up to the 28-yard line. So now the Wildcat defense will have a chance. They'll be on the field here. Rains back in their own territory, 1st down and 10 from the 28-yard line. But the start, not what we wanted, but anything can happen here. You get a fumble, you get a turnover, you get something, a big play. These games, like you said, Kyle, it's not a great matchup, not a good draw. The Wildcats come in number 8 seed within this Class 3A Region 5. And Rains is the number 1 seed. Everybody knows it. And what you got to do right now is you got to stand up and compete. Big play, turnover can change momentum in a football game. You know that. Yep. And let's see what happens.
Yep, like you say, Mike, need something big to happen for the Cats right here early in this game.
The Rains quarterback's going to go to the shotgun here. They'll split 3 wide receivers to the right side of the field, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. On 1st down, the Wildcats have about 6 men in the box. Here we go. 1st down play, snap back to the quarterback. They're going to run it straight ahead this time. The running back's got a little bit of a crease, and he picks up about 5 yards.
Yeah, the Rains is doing what I kind of think we need to do on offense. They're spreading us out. They got trips on our side, another single on top, and they're spreading us out and running up the middle.
Spread it out and run up the middle. And maybe the Wildcats will come back to that soon, but we need a defensive stop right now. 2nd down play, we'll call it 2nd down and 5. For the Vikings. They've got the ball at the 35-yard line. Quarterback straight drop, fires it left side. This is going to be incomplete. They were mixed up on the communication there, and the receiver ran the wrong route, I think.
Yep, a little miscommunication between receiver and quarterback there. Big 3rd down here for the Cats, 3rd and 5. We need to stop, Mike.
3rd down play coming up for the Wildcat defense. Timothy Cole is the quarterback for the Rains Vikings. We were looking ahead today, Kyle. There's about 9 of these guys that have college offers. Yeah, Cole is one of them. He's thrown for 2,000 yards this year. 3rd down, he lets one fly deep down the left sideline. The Wildcats had Rhett Roden down there in coverage, and we're going to stop them here. 4th down. Let's see if they decide to go for it.
Yep, good start for the Wildcats. I don't see a punting team coming out for Rains, Mike, so it looks like they're going to decide to go for it. I'm sure they trust their offense.
Well, I think it's one of those situations where it's a little bit of a lack of respect, too.
Yep.
4th down play, 4th down, we'll call it 4. Cole, the quarterback, he's going to split 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. The run back for Rains is Washington. Washington fakes the handoff to Washington. Now Cole's going to try to throw it. The Wildcats had a chance to sack him. Now coming back across the middle, and the receiver is wide open. Washington, the running back out of the backfield, is going to catch it and take it all the way to the end zone. And Rhett Roden comes over and hits him as he gets to the pylon and takes out the referee. My goodness.
Yeah, he should have hit him, too. He's stopping before he gets to the end zone. I don't even know if he got to the end zone. I don't mind that by Rhett Roden at all. Do it again. But terrible call. Now our coaching staff's going to get a flag, too. He's taunting us, and we're going to get the flag for hitting him because he hasn't scored yet.
I thought Rhett hit him before he got in the end zone. But, hey, you got a chance to sack the quarterback here. We had a guy the quarterback got away from our pressure on this side, and when he threw back across the field.
Yep. You got against these teams like this, Mike, you've got to make plays when plays present themselves, and we just missed a tackle in the backfield.
Yeah.
And give
well,
up
you don't. The fact that you're trying to make there, Kyle, is exactly right, and that is you don't get two chances at the same play when you're facing a team like Raines with a quarterback like Cole. He had a chance to be sacked there. We missed it, and he came back, found the receiver wide open.
So this flag should be waved off, though, man. Their guy's the one doing the taunting. Rhett did nothing wrong by hitting the guy at the goal line.
I agree with you, but I don't think they're waving it off. But I agree with what you're saying, 100%. I don't think they'll wave it off. All right, so Raines is going to decline the penalty unsportsmanlike on the Wildcats. They're going to take the touchdown here, which they'd have gotten the touchdown anyway, but I don't know why they declined the penalty there. I mean, seriously, you either enforce it on the extra point or on the kickoff. Why you decline it, I don't know, but the Wildcats get one penalty and then a sideline warning. So either way, it doesn't hurt us, either way. So Rhett can go home feeling good about that.
Yeah, lose no yards for his team, but I don't blame him for taking that shot.
No, he slowed down about the 15-yard line, and he was basically going to walk across the goal line, which is fine. They have every right to do that, but Roden came over and kind of sent a message to him. Canada's still mad at the referee over there, but we're not going to win that argument.
There's some bickering going on for sure.
We're not going to win that argument, Coach. Dan Duong is the kicker for Raines. He was good on his first attempt, and finally the White Hat's going to come over and talk to Coach Kennedy about what his concern was there.
Yeah, and they called it sideline interference on the Cats. I didn't see that, Mike. I thought it was more of Kennedy.
Well, I think it was sideline. He meant to say sideline warning. That's kind of what I think he meant to say. He said that's their first warning, so you get two before it's a penalty with any yardage. So either way, Kyle, 13-0 right now. Raines, the extra point is upcoming. They've gotten two wide-open touchdowns on touchdown throws here in the first quarter, so Wildcats going to have to answer.
No doubt. We've got to figure out something on offense. Like I told you, we got to get first downs. We're still looking for our first down tonight. You got to keep this Raines offense off the football field.
First round of the 2025 playoffs right here in Jacksonville, Florida. A lot of teams in the area in action tonight. Looking forward to seeing some of the area results, Kyle, and looking forward to the Wildcats putting a drive together, coming back, making this a 14-7 game in just a moment.
Going for two, Mike.
They go for two towards the right side. They got it. It's 15-0 now. Raines is going to get the two-point conversion. But, Kyle, overall, thinking about the season for the Cats, 4-6 on the year. It's been a tough little ride this year for the Cats. There were some good moments and some stretches in there where the Wildcats played some really good football. The Wildcats, though, ended the season with two losses in a row, going to Wakulla, having a chance to win the district over there, a game that was 0-0 all the way through. You go to overtime, get to double overtime with a chance to win that game, and I know that game just took a lot of life out of the Cats. That was a chance to win the district.
It was, and I think after that game you could kind of tell. You could tell life. There was a lot of energy and effort in that game, a game that we had every opportunity to win and just didn't get the job done. And you got to find a way to bounce back. You're in the playoffs now, so you got to find a way to bounce back. You got to show up tonight.
Yeah, one of the first games I can remember. I've been here maybe 28, 29 years doing radio for the Baker County Wildcats, and I don't remember a game ever going 0-0 all the way through like that night at Wakulla. Crazy ball game. And the craziest thing about it, that was almost a month ago.
Yeah, all right.
Wildcats going to return the kick, get it to the 20, out across the 20 to the 25-yard line, maybe the 28-yard line, and that's where we're going to put it in play. And every play, Kyle, is just a big cloud of dust out there on that field.
It is. This Raines football field, they call the graveyards, a bunch of dead brown grass out here, and they are kicking up dust.
It's essentially in the middle of the field, it's just dirt.
Yeah.
Essentially. First down and 10 for the Cats. Coming out of the timeout, let's see if Nate Welch will check back in at quarterback. The other thing about that Wakulla game, Hudson Register, our normal quarterback, hurt his finger there at the very end of that ball game. He wasn't able to play quarterback the next week at Fort White. He has been able to play defense, but it's limited his opportunity to play quarterback. So 2 weeks ago at Fort White, Nate Welch stepped in. Young man, sophomore on this Wildcat football team, getting his first start as a Wildcat quarterback tonight, just his second.
Yep, in a tough environment, Mike, a very tough environment over here at the range, at the graveyard. So let's see if the young sophomore can make some plays tonight. We're going to have to block a little bit for him, and let him throw the football. You're not going to line up and run the ball at range. I mean, it's pretty obvious just looking at him. You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you're just a sophomore on the football field, though. You're getting your second start at Rains High School. Got to be something to have a little anxiety.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm sure there's some nerves there.
15-0 Rains lead. 5:43 to go first quarter. Welch in the shotgun here. Two receivers left, one to the right, one backfield running back. That's Ruiz. He's going to get the carry. Ruiz has got a hole. He's out across the 30-yard line. Gets up into it at the 31. That was an 8-yard gain on first down.
Yep. Hey, good yardage on first down for the Cats. Nice run by Ruiz. I tell you, man, they offensive line opened the hole up there. Ruiz hit it.
Nice job. They spread them out that time, just like what you were calling for earlier. Two receivers left. We've got Hudson Hodges over here on this side, along with
is Marlon Gibbons.
Marlon Gibbons, number 4 on this side, and then Dupree on the high side. Delano Ruiz in the backfield. Second down play, second down and 2. Welch in the shotgun. Wildcats looking for a first down here. Move the chains, move the football. Let's go get a touchdown. Welch in the shotgun. Clock under 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Wildcats get to play a lot of time. Got to hurry. Welch takes the snap, going to hand it to Ruiz again, and Ruiz is going to fight his way across the 35-yard line. Looks like he's got a first down.
Yep, first down for the Cats tonight. Good job.
Taking a long time to get that play called.
They are, and I don't know if that's not part of the game plan, to be honest with you, tonight, Mike.
I would almost believe that, Kyle, except it's been that way all year.
Well, he's got a point.
And I don't know if you call it, if it's a struggle or if it's just that's the way that they want to play. I don't know. I have to ask Coach Kennedy about that. First down and 10 from the 36-yard line now. Cats get their first down of the ball game. 4:14 to go and counting early on. Rains has got a couple of easy touchdowns through the air and a 2-point conversion to make this a 15-0 ball game here as we're getting late in the first quarter. Welch moves the running back to the left side, same formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Welch going to run the football himself, and he's not going anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 from there.
Yeah, them yards up the middle is going to be hard to come by. I'm telling you, man, Rains, they've got some dudes out there. And this Wildcat offensive line's got their work cut out for them tonight.
And folks are going to need a breathing treatment after the game. I mean, that dust.
It is. I've never seen anything like it.
It's thick dust out there after every play. Second down, 10 coming up, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Good crowd tonight, Mike. Wildcat fans have traveled good like they normally do. The band's here. And Rains has brought some people.
Oh, the opposing sideline is filled up. Second down, we'll call this 9. Wildcats with Welch in the shotgun here. 2 receivers on each side. Here we go. Second down play, straight handoff. Delano Ruiz is going to the middle of the field, and he's going to get stopped straight away. I told you about the big defensive end commit, Troy Butler, before the game, and Butler came off the edge that time and put the first hit on Ruiz to make it a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I think for this running game to get opened up a little bit, we're going to have to show them that we can throw the ball somewhat, just a little bit, just to open it up.
One or two would change things. You know,
Great.
1 or 2 would change things. 3rd down. This is a 3rd down and 8. Givens, little equipment issue there, throws that to the sideline. You're going to have Hudson Hodges and Marlon Gibbons lined up on the left side of the formation. Keldon Dupree to the top. 2.5 minutes to go first quarter. Delano Ruiz in the backfield, 3rd and 8. Wildcats going to need to throw the football on this down.
10 seconds left to get the play off here, Mike.
3rd down. Now Ruiz checks out of the backfield, so Welch is going to be throwing. No, he just runs straight ahead, and Welch has got the ball out across the 40 to the 45, and he's close to a first down. They ran a little quarterback draw there after the empty backfield after Ruiz went in motion, so Wildcats able to move the chains again.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing with Welch. It's last week, some Mike, and now tonight. He's running the ball hard. When his number's called, I like how he's running the football.
Out to the 46-yard line. The Cats get a first down on the quarterback draw. Runs the clock down under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter.
Fast-moving first quarter.
Rain scored both times they've touched the football, they've got the 15-0 advantage. But the Wildcats now approaching midfield here, trying to put a drive together.
Here's the thing, Mike, about the clock that we're trying to run down under 10 seconds before we call. Well, you can't get too big of a hole to keep doing that. I mean,
that's right. Yeah, because the game's going to get away from you. First down play, they're going to hand the ball to Hudson Hodges on the jet sweep, fakes the handoff to Hudson Hodges on the jet sweep, and Welch gets hit in the backfield that time, going to lose a yard.
Well, I don't think we've attempted a pass yet, Mike. I still think we're going to have to spread these guys out a little bit. I'll be looking for a throw right here if you're the Cats.
Well, we have spread it out, and if you're gonna show that, you're gonna have to throw it at some point. So, to me, it's better not to wait for the 3rd and long situation to do it. Try to catch them off guard on first or second down.
Absolutely.
But Raines is definitely, I mean, the safety over the top. This is the first time I've seen him more than 10 yards past the line of scrimmage, and he's going to creep up before the snap. You can almost be guaranteed. Second down play, second down 11. Welch in the shotgun. Raines plays man-to-man on the 3 receivers. Third down play, they hand the ball off to Ruiz, and Ruiz this time gets met in the backfield again. So on first and second down on this possession, or on this series, we'll lose yards on both plays.
Raines has got 5 guys on Ruiz. The time he gets the ball on that play.
And Raines says, I'm tired of watching that clock run. We'd like to get one more play off here in the first quarter, so they call timeout.
Yeah, I think Raines are they want to score, and they want to score a lot tonight.
Yeah, and they don't like seeing that clock evaporate with a 15-0 lead. I mentioned before the game one of the big things you look at as you talk about college, NFL, high school, whatever. You look at points that a team scores, what their average point production is, and then you look at what they're giving up on defense. And I mentioned before the game, if you didn't hear me, Raines is averaging 52 points a game. Now, in order to average 52 points a game, Kyle, that means you've got some games that are above 52 points and some below. That's just the average, 52. Now, they're only giving up 4.5 points a game, which is probably the more difficult stat. That means their defense doesn't allow very many points, and as a matter of fact, through a whole season of high school football, they gave up exactly 40 points all year long.
And 14 of them was against Madison County. That was really the only game they've been in all year that was, I would call, a close game. That was a 27-14 game, Mike, and this Raines team's got a chance to do some big things this year. And, hey, it's a big opportunity for these Cats, young guys, older guys. Come out here and play a team like Raines. Show up on the stage and make plays. Yeah. Big-time playmakers make big-time plays in big games. Make a play.
Third down 11. Cats send all the receivers to the right side of the formation now. You've got a different Keldon Dupree's in there at quarterback now. Fires one to the right side. A catch is made. Looked like Hudson Hodges made the catch over there on the far sideline, but he's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, I think you're in. We're going for it here today, Mike. There's no doubt on Coach Kennedy's mind.
Nice-looking throw that time from Dupree, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Great throw by Dupree, sprinting out to the right and hitting Hudson Hodges on basically a comeback route, about a 13-yard comeback. We're still short of the first down by 3 yards.
That gives us a chance to catch our break. We'll come back and see what the Wildcats do here on fourth down, but we did cross midfield, so let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second quarter. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
And we welcome you back here to William H. Raines High School, right here off of Soutell Drive in Jacksonville, Florida. Mike Cruz, Kyle Davis bringing you all the action, 2025 Baker County Wildcat football. So far, it's all Raines, 15-0. Raines on top. The Wildcats are going to go for it here, though, coming out first play of the second quarter. We've got a fourth down and call it 2, and we're at the Raines 46-yard line. We're going to split 2 receivers to the right side, and we've got Keldon Dupree playing quarterback back there for the Cats, just a freshman. Fourth down play, 4th down and 2. Keldon Dupree going to call a hard count, try to get them to come into the neutral zone here. And let's see if the Wildcats actually snap the football. They do. Dupree's got it. He fires one right side. Catch is made, and it's a first down. Hudson Hodges makes the catch just past the first down marker, and Dupree with a fast arm right there. He had to get it off. He was under pressure.
That's a great throw by Dupree right there. I mean, he had one chance to get that throw off. He got it off and hit Hodges right in the hands with it for the first down for the Cats.
And Hudson Hodges did nothing more than come off the line of scrimmage, Kyle, and move to the right. It was a 3-yard gain. They needed 2 first down Cats.
A big play for the Cats. I'm telling you, man, that's a big play for Dupree, man. You're talking about a freshman out here playing quarterback against Rain.
That's a good call by the Wildcat offense, though, to run that play right in front of our bench. And now we're right in front of our bench. I like this in the start of the second quarter. 11:21 to go. Dupree still in there at quarterback. First down and 10. We're at the Rain's 43-yard line. Hand off Delino Ruiz, and Delino Ruiz going to try to bounce it here, and he's going to get dragged down 2 yards back in the backfield. Nothing was there up the middle, so Ruiz tried to cut it left, Kyle, and just too much speed up there on that defensive front.
Yep. You're Delino, you got to learn real quick. You're not going to run side to side against these Rain Vikings.
And right there, Kyle, right after the big fourth down conversion, I like taking a shot over the top because they had every man on the line of scrimmage.
They're stacked in the box. We're going to have to take a shot. At some point tonight, we're going to have to throw the football down the field.
We'll just call it a loss of 1 there. 10:39 to go in the first half. Had a chance to say hello to my former coach and your former coach, Coach Bobby Harrison, down there.
We did, Mike. It was good seeing Coach Bobby Harrison. I played for Coach Bobby Harrison for 4 years, and I loved the man. I told him, hey, he told me, man, you got a lot of gray in the beard. I said, Coach Harrison, I'm getting old.
He's down there on the sideline hanging out with Principal Andy Giddens. Second down, 11. Here we go. Dupree in the shotgun here, but the Cats, I think, called timeout before the play.
They did. I think the play clock was out. We're running it down to the last 3 seconds every time before we snap the ball. So it's going to be an issue with a young quarterback tonight, I'm sure.
10-12 to go here in the second quarter. Give a shout-out to my buddy Oscar Gray, man. Oscar Gray called me earlier today, Kyle, and I was talking to him. Told me he's hanging out up in Colorado right now, and he sent me a picture of something he killed. I don't know if it's deer or music.
It looks like he must be some high fence wherever he's at. Some fenced-in deer, that thing he killed.
Oscar called me, though. He said, hey, I'm going to be listening from Colorado. I said, Oscar, I'll give you a shout-out. But right now, Wildcats down 15-0, Oscar, but we're going to get a touchdown on this drive. I feel it.
We need it. Kind of dead over here in this Wildcat section tonight.
Yeah, you need to play to liven everybody up. But I was telling you, we were down there earlier because Rains has a group of folks here on the band down there that put together some chicken wings and french fries before the game, Kyle. So we had to go sample that. And Coach Harrison and Andy Giddens and his son Greg Harrison walked by us down by the concession stand. Now, Greg and I don't know if I've ever told you this, but Greg and I, we grew up together.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, his dad.
Very unfortunate for you.
His mom and dad lived about a stone's throw from my house out there where my dad and Brenda still live. And Coach Harrison and Miss Harrison are still out there, too. So, we grew up together. Second down, 11. Keldon Dupree calling the signal for the Cats. 2 receivers to the right. Second down play. Dupree's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Fires one deep down the right sideline. Hudson Hodges is being held, and he still catches it. You needed to go over the top. He was being held. We got the first down and a big catch. Keldon Dupree has good throws, and that ball's going to be inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great throw by young quarterback, the young freshman Keldon Dupree, man. Even a better catch by Hudson Hodges.
And you can see Hodges being held from here, Kyle. I mean, the cornerback just had his shoulder pad.
Yep. Tell you, man, I like how Dupree's looking so far at quarterback. This is really the first snaps he's had all year, Mike.
Great catch by Hudson Hodges there. And the Cats are going to have a first down and 10 inside the 15-yard line. 10:05 to go, second quarter. Freshman quarterback out there. 2 great throws in a row, 2 completions in a row, Kyle.
Yeah, he's got all kind of pressure. It's not like he's sitting back there and just having time to throw the football. He's having to make time to throw it, Mike.
No, on the fourth down play, I wondered if he was going to get it off. That time, I wondered if he was going to get killed on the play. I mean, he had a man barreling down. And when you can make a throw like that with that kind of pressure in your face, Kyle, that's a big-time throw. Yep. First down play here. Wildcats inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Dupree stays in there, 2 receivers to the right. Now we send a man in motion. That's Marlon Gibbons. First down play. Going to run the football. This time it's Elliott.
That's a young boy. That's sophomore Elliott running the ball. Oh, Delano, he's on the sidelines over here. Rulis, our starting tailback, is on the bench right now, so I'm not sure if he's hurt or what's going on with him.
Elliott gets down inside the 15-yard line to the 12-yard line, so call it a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9.
To be honest with you, man, I like this one-on-one matchup with Hudson Hodges out here every time. I'm going to take my chances with it.
Yeah, me too. And I mean, the thing that you got to do is you can't make it predictable, because they're getting enough pressure that if you make it predictable, Keldon is going to get hurt back there. But if you can keep them guessing on which down you're going to throw the football, you got a chance to make some completions. You see that now.
Oh, yeah.
2nd down play, 2nd down and 9. Hodges and Givens to the right side of the formation. Elliott in the backfield. Wildcats, 6 men across the front line, trying to give Keldon Dupree some protection along with a fullback. Elliott again going to run the football down inside the 15.
It's a horse collar, man.
10-yard line. And maybe another yard gain, but it's going to be third down and about 8.
Yeah, we should have had a horse collar there, Mike. I like 23. I like Elliott. He runs it hard. First time we've really seen him all year. I like these new guys stepping up on the field and playing. You're right there, Mike. Let's take a shot here. Throw the ball.
Well, I wanted to see it on 2nd down right there.
Well, they know it's coming now.
Yeah, that's the danger you get yourself in, is you're pigeonholed into a 3rd down and 8 now. They expect to throw. They're going to be pinning their ears back coming after Keldon Dupree here. 8 minutes to go in the first half. The Cats hanging around. It's 15-0. Range with the lead, but the Cats knocking on the door. We're just outside the 10-yard line. Need to get it inside the 5 for a first down. Dupree in the gun, blocking back along with Elliott. Keldon's going to throw the football. Now he's going to look to run, and that just took too long to make that decision, and they're going to sack us in the backfield.
Yep, Keldon knew what he should have did. You can see, man, he pumped it the second time. He should have not pumped it. He should have took off, and then it just closed up too quick for him. That's what you're going to get with a young quarterback right, Mike. You got to take the good with the bad.
Yep, he might have had a little crease when he made that initial decision to pull the ball down, Kyle, but he second-guessed it just long enough, and Raines closed the gap.
Yep.
4th down play now. The Cats, we could kick a field goal to make it 15-3, but Coach Kennedy is going to keep the offense on the field here. 7:12 to go in the first half in a 15-0 ball game.
Yeah, I don't know what we got going on here. I think we're going to run all the clock down, take a timeout.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So they'll take a timeout here. Think about it. It's 4th down. I guess from a pride standpoint, Kyle, shutout versus non-shutout.
We're not playing for pride. We're playing to win a football game. I think you got to go for it here. You don't kick a field goal here.
No,
he's going to kick it.
I understand that completely. From a pride standpoint, though, to say we scored.
No, I think if you kick here, that's what you're saying. Absolutely.
Maybe not. Maybe you're thinking, hey, let's get a score, go get an onside kick, just pull some tricks out of the hat. Yeah, I don't know, Kyle. I don't know. It's a tough situation, man.
It is a tough.
That is a fast, ferocious defense on the other
It is. It's the best defense we've seen all year. There's no doubt about that. I hate to not have Hudson register here tonight, man. That kid's played his heart out all year. I mean, you got him playing defense. You just can't throw the ball because of his hurt hand. To me, he was the heart and soul of this Wildcat football team this year. I mean, really, especially the offense.
Fast and ferocious is bad enough, but when a defense plays with an edge, when they've got a little nastiness, it's even worse. You saw Raines 20 minutes before this game, Kyle, in the middle of the field. They were fired up for this football game.
Absolutely. They've got something out for Becker County tonight. So.
Boatwright's going to try it from the 21-yard line. This is a 31-yard attempt, and the kick is in the air, and it's sailing left of the upright, and it's no good. Cats with a chance to score there. 4th down. It would have been a long 4th down conversion. It was 4th down and 9. It wasn't like we were looking at 4th and 2 or anything. So that was the decision to kick the field goal. Not a bad one, but 31 yards from the right hash. Pulled it left right there, Kyle. Just missed it.
Yep, just a missed opportunity there for the Cats. We got the ball, some big plays to get the ball down there in scoring position, and we just couldn't put the ball through the uprights. But, hey, need to stop by this Wildcat defense again now.
1st down and 10 now for the Vikings. They've had the ball twice, Kyle. They scored touchdowns on both possessions and big plays. Total of 4 plays they've run on offense tonight.
Two huge plays. So we got to limit the big play right here, make Raines drive the football.
1st down and 10. They're going to split 2 receivers to the left. Timothy Cole, the quarterback, 1 receiver to the right. They spread them out. 2 left, 1 right, 1 back in the backfield. That's Washington. Cole, number 4, he can sling it. Yeah, he's thrown for 2,000 yards this year for this Raines football team.
You get a chance to wrap him up, you got to take advantage of it.
First down play, they dig in from the 20-yard line. Cole's going to hand it off here. Washington's got it. Washington's got a crease. He's at the 25 to 30. He's out to the 35-yard line, and he's going to be tackled right along the 35 to the 36-yard line, a 15-yard gain.
Big hole there for Washington, not too big.
He got hit right at the line, Kyle, shook off a tackle there, and then he had a hole, and he got through it quickly, got out there. It's actually a 16-yard gain here to make it a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
First down and 10, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Washington again, and Washington's going to run it straight up the middle. He's across midfield, finally tackled in the back of the Wildcat secondary at the 46-yard line.
That's
a couple of big runs in a row for Washington.
That's Zeke Taylor with a touchdown saving tackle right there. That Washington's quick. He hits the hole very hard, and he's very quick.
At the 44-yard line now, first down and 10 for Rain. Fakes the handoff. Cole looking to throw. He fires down the middle. He's got a receiver inside the 20 down to the 15, and they're going to say a catch. Rhett Roden's in there battling with him for the football, but I believe the receiver came down there. They'll call it incomplete now. Looked like he might have got away with pushing Roden there at the end of that play.
Yeah, they're going to call it incomplete, I think, Mike.
I didn't think the ball ever hit the ground, Kyle. Did you see it hit the ground?
No, I didn't. I don't know what they got going on out here. That's a great play by Rhett Roden. It looks like it was Rhett Roden and number 3, which would be Thomas.
Yeah, 3 is Zion Butler.
3 for us is Thomas.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. 3 for them is Zion Butler, their big receiver. Well, they bring it back to the, I don't know, I don't think they've got the down marker. I don't think they have the change right here, Kyle, because that was a 1st and 10. They've got the chain at the 45 here.
We got a 2nd and 7 now, so.
Yeah, there was no yards gained on that play. It was an incomplete pass, and they got it wrong. They marked the ball wrong.
Got a mid-quarter timeout there, Mike.
Well, Kyle, 6:12 to go here. Wildcats' first playoff game of 2025. First year for Coach Brock Kennedy. We had a chance to win the district championship this year, find ourselves in the playoffs. It's a lot, one of those things the coaches will tell you this. You win the district, you get a good record during the year, you get a chance to get a higher seed. It helps you out in the playoffs. You come in as the 8th seed, you got to do this in the first round. And
that's what we were talking about before the game, Mike. You're a few opportunities away, winning a few of them last few games, and then you're not over here tonight. You're somewhere with probably a better chance and a better opportunity. But, hey, once you're here, you got what you got, Mike.
You got to go win.
You got to go win a football.
You got to go win the game. So, Cats had a moment. They had an opportunity a moment ago to put some points on the board. We didn't do it, so now the defense is going to have to stand up. Second down. They finally get the chains right, but guess what they don't have right, Kyle? Where the ball's spotted. Look at the ball.
Yeah.
The ball's at the 42-yard line. The chain is at the 45.
I'm not real. They're moving the chains again now, so I'm not real sure what's going on here.
Well, they're calling it a 2nd down and 7, but what did we have on first down? We had an incompletion. Now they're moving the ball back to the 45. This is all wrong.
They got it right.
I can't believe it. Well, it's not right, though. The play started up there a minute ago.
Well, should be 2nd and 10.
It is 2nd and 10, but they moved the ball back 3 yards because from where it was originally. I'm saying they moved the chains while they were thinking they had a first down, and they came back and they spotted them wrong. We'd never let that happen.
No. Scott Knowles don't mess up.
2nd down play, toss sweep to the left side. Washington gets it to the 40-yard line. He's down the sideline at the 35, and a touchdown-saving tackle. Taz Kinghorn. Oh, I'm sorry. Thomas brings him out of bounds over here on the far sideline, but a flag is down. It looks like it's going against Rains.
Yeah, I think he'll get a block in the back on Rains. We got the Rains Viking mascot over here, man, on our sideline. What's he doing?
I don't know why he's over here.
Where's the Wildcat?
We need to send him
back.
Here
comes the Wildcat.
Excuse me, sir. You're on the wrong side.
Wildcat's walking over here with some purpose.
Here we go. They're going to have a little bit of a meeting. Wildcat's telling him you got to go. Holding call against Rains, going to bring this one back to the 46-yard line. So after all that, Rains is going to have the football, call it the 47 now. It's going to be a 2nd down and about 12 for the Vikings. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Wildcats trailing 15-0 to the Vikings.
Third down or second down, yeah?
It should be second down.
These guys are all confused on these chains now.
Well, I told you that. I'm seeing it. Second down at 11 now. Cole in the shotgun. 2 receivers both sides. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. They're going to fake the handoff in the middle. Cole drops back for a screen pass, and the Cats do a great job right there in the middle of knocking that one down.
Yep, that was Taz Kinghorn and number 54, Anthony Williams, making that play by herself. Great pressure by Kinghorn. Great job by 54, Anthony Williams, getting his hands up to back that pass away.
And the defensive front knew that the screen was coming, which is why they stopped, got their hands up. And that screen was a great call for range, Kyle. That play was going to go for some big yards.
Oh, yeah. Big third down here for the Cats tonight.
Third down play coming up. 5:42 to go in the first half. The Cats trailing 15-0 here on the road at range. They're going to split 3 receivers to the high side of the field in front of the range sideline now. 3 receivers on that side. Cole in the backfield with a running back, Washington. Third down, passing situation for the Vikings. Now Cole looks like he might be changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Third down, calls for the football. Fakes the handoff. Wildcats get a rush off the edge. That was Hudson Hodges. He almost had him. Now Cole fires one down the middle of the field. It's going to be incomplete. Good play on the back end by Marlon Givens to break that one up.
Yep, great play by number 4, Marlon Givens, right here to break that ball up. Cole ran around the backfield. He found an alley to throw the football, and good play, but great play by 4.
Marlon Givens came over there on the back side of that. Cole was looking for the home run again. Had a receiver down there, but the Cats were very disciplined on the back end of that play and made a great play. It's 4th down and 11. They're going to go for it.
I don't think they got a punter, Mike. I think they're going to be...
Now the same guy, the kicker, Duong, that kicked the extra point earlier, he's the punter also. He's actually one of the best in the area.
Really?
Yeah, but I think they just want to prove a point here.
Well, we need to stop.
4th down and 11. They need to get the ball to the Wildcat 35. Cole in the shotgun. Same formation, 2 receivers top, 2 receivers bottom. Here we go. And a flag down before the play. No, Raines called a timeout, I think.
Yeah,
they did.
Raines, maybe they're thinking about punting out here.
I think they just want to make sure they got the right call in. I don't think they're going to punt. I think they've made a decision as a coaching staff, Kyle. I don't think they're going to punt the football tonight.
It's looking that way for sure, Mike.
Kyle, looking across the top 25 tomorrow, I want to talk to you about some of this Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report, what we're going to talk about tomorrow. You know, college football has been interesting this year. It's not been real fun for you and me as a fan, but from a spectator standpoint, it's been interesting to watch some of these teams. Tomorrow at noon, you've got Notre Dame at Pittsburgh. That's a top 25 matchup to talk about. We also have Iowa and USC tomorrow at 3:30, taking that one out there in USC out in California. Then also at 3:30 tomorrow, Oklahoma, the Sooners. Surprisingly, 7-2. They've hung in there, hanging around 7-2. They go on the road to Alabama, 8-1. The Crimson Tide have had some narrow escapes. Tomorrow, Oklahoma rolling in at 3:30. We'll talk about that one at halftime, and then we'll also talk about the fact that Texas and the Longhorns going to go up to Athens tomorrow. Texas hanging in there, 7-2, top 10 football team. Georgia, 8-1, trying to go to 9-1. That'll be one for us to talk about. Keep those on your mind as we get ready for the Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report.
Yep, can't wait for some good college football tomorrow.
Just don't look in Oxford, Mississippi.
No, Tallahassee.
4th down play, and they're going to go for it. Cole calls for the football, straight drop. He's going to fire one. He fires it left side, and it's dropped. They had it. They would have had the first down. The receiver was the guy that we talked about all night long, Zion Butler, and he had it go right through his hands, and it's going to be incomplete, and the Cats get the football.
Yeah, he was wide open, Mike. All he had to do was catch the ball. Looked like he tried to run before he caught the football. And, hey, big stop for the Cats. They got to come find a way to score here.
Yeah, that was the first down, too. He was sitting right on the first down line, right at the Wildcat 35-yard line, and if he catches it, makes one step, they got an easy first down. Butler just, it hit him right in the hand.
Let's see if they keep the young Dupree in at quarterback here, Mike. I think that's the only thing we've really got going tonight. I'd let him throw the football around a little bit.
Dupree is back in there at quarterback. You've got, looks like you got Rhett Roden over here on this side. You're going to send 11 to the far side, and then Hudson Hodges, Rhett Roden this side, Delano Ruiz back in there at tailback. First down and 10, right near midfield. The Wildcats from the 47-yard line, still trailing by 2 scores, but we could get a touchdown here before halftime and make it interesting. Dupree going to run a little option play to the left side, fake the handoff at the point of attack, picks up about 3 yards.
Yeah, good pickup. Good pickup by Dupree. Made a guy miss and got positive yards on first down.
And I have to remind the Wildcat fans listening at home, because you can't see it, Dupree just a freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Just a ninth grader. Same age as my son, and they've been friends for a long time. This guy's the guy that you and I both coached coming up, and it's fun to see him out here. He's a descendant down the line from a guy named Larry Dupree. You might have remembered that name from the mid-'60s playing with the Florida Gators.
Yeah, his dad was a heck of a baseball and football player.
For sure.
Kellen Dupree.
Second down and 6. Dupree fakes the handoff, fires it to the right side. Rhett Roden's got the catch, and he's going to make a tackler miss, and he's getting down the sideline, and maybe a late hit out of bounds there. Yeah,
Good call.
Absolutely. 16 came in, got him 3 yards out of bounds, and we're going to get 15 yards on top of this. It was close to the first down to begin with.
Yeah, I love it, Mike. When they hold their hands up, you know they did something wrong. You know what I mean?
Well, he was just trying to get out of there unscathed. He did that on the Wildcat sideline, and that's a bad place to do that.
Yep.
Rhett Roden, though, what a gutsy catch and getting upfield to make some yards happen right there. I love that. I love the game I've seen Rhett Roden play tonight, from knocking the guy down earlier in the game to that play right there.
I like it too, man. Come on, don't leave anything on this field tonight if you're a Wildcat football player.
Right. That's good stuff. Late hit out of bounds, the call against Raines. And it's going to move the football now down to the 29. And you got to ask yourself, man, if we could have just got points on that last possession, we'd have a chance here.
Yep. Find a way to score here, though, Mike. You 4 minutes till halftime, you got a chance, man. You're in the ball game right now.
Got to score, though. But I'm right there with you. First down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Wildcats with the football, moving the football. 4.5 to go in the first half. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Keldon Dupree, the quarterback. Delano Ruiz in the backfield. Got a blocking back there with him. Handoff. Handoff Delano Ruiz. He's got it, and he's going to run down inside the 30. Maybe the 28. Not much room. Not much there in the middle for that. That Raines defense is just stout.
That's why I'm with you, Mike. I think we need to throw a little bit on first down just to open it up a little bit.
First and second downs where you catch them sleeping a little bit. And not that this team you're going to catch sleeping a lot, but I mean you got to look for every advantage you can get in this game.
I mean, right now they just don't believe that. I mean, you're going to get a lot of one-on-ones. I mean, they think they can cover our guys one-on-one. We got to take shots.
There goes Coach Harrison.
Yeah, I tell you, man, he's still in good shape.
Oh yeah, he looks great.
I wonder if he's still walking every day. He used to walk miles and miles and miles a day.
I'm sure he does. He is. I think he had a birthday the other day. I think he was either 76 or 77. Second down play, second down 10. Dupree takes the football, fires it into the middle that time. Hodges was coming. That breaks a string of 3 straight completions that we had that time. And Dupree was looking for Hodges on a little slant, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah, I think he had Rhett Roden there. If he looked on film over the middle on a deep post, he could have took a chance on Rhett, had a step or two on the guy. Big third down here for the Cats. We got 3 minutes and 28 seconds till halftime.
Well, you know this, that the Wildcats are in 4-down territory, so they're going to go for it regardless. But 2 plays to get 10 yards. Need a touchdown before halftime. You really need a touchdown. 3:28 to go before the half. 15-0. Raines on top. Dupree in the shotgun. Dupree takes the snap, going to hand it off. Ruiz is going to get a hole of about 3, maybe 4 yards. And one of the defensive linemen for Raines just continues the action after the play. And now we got a scuffle. And one of the Wildcat linemen came over to help him out, and guess what? They're going to throw this flag on us, Kyle.
Yep. Come at a bad time for the Cats, man.
Davis is not happy.
All right, these Cats got to keep their composure right here. You know, this Raines team's going to try to do that to you. And another bad thing, we got 56 walking off.
Yeah.
Man. That's Grayson Thrift, and we don't need that.
Looks like he's just favoring his left ankle. Maybe they.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got some bad things happening on the Wildcat sideline right now. We've got to regroup this.
Yes, we do.
going against the Cats. That is not offsetting.
No.
The best you could hope for right there was offsetting, but what happened is our linemen got tangled up with their defensive linemen. They were going at it. Then one of the Wildcat offensive linemen took exception to it, so he came over to help out, and when he did that, that's when the flag came out.
Yep, they got to get their composure together right here, right now, man.
So now it's 4th down. After the play, there was a dead ball penalty, so the play stands. The pass was incomplete. You got a 4th down dead ball play here. And I got to believe both these teams got to be out of timeout, Kyle. It seems like they've been calling timeout every other play.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on our buddy Grayson Thrift there. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah. That kid's played he had a heck of a season.
Looks like they're just working on that left leg, like it might just be, might have just tweaked it a little bit there. We'll see. Check on him again in a minute. 3:03 to go into the half.
They don't make him no tougher than Grayson Thrift.
No,
I'd be shocked if he ain't back in the football game.
He's tough. 3:03 to go in the half. 15-0 Range on top. Wildcats going to send Boatwright out to punt this one away. I think that 15-yard penalty helped with that decision.
I'm telling you, man. It's been a lot of, I'll be honest with you, this whole year has been a lot of just kicking our own self in the foot, man. And it's hard.
Well, in this half, this is one of those things. This team averages 52 points a game, Kyle. They've only got 15 here. We've had some opportunities here in this half.
Man, like I told you, I think the game plan was us running the clock down on offense, and they hadn't had but 3 possessions, right?
Now you're going to get another flag before the play. A false start for the Cats. That was a good snap back to Boatwright. He would have had a good opportunity to kick that ball on every play, though. Every play, special teams, everything. Range has got guys in the backfield before you can blink. I'm telling you.
They do. They're a very talented football team.
Boatwright stands back at our 40, going to punt it away. Range has got 2 guys back to return the punt, standing around their 20. Snaps back there. Boatwright's going to get his foot into it. It's a high, great spiral here. What a good kick by Boatwright. It's taken at the 8-yard line. This is Zion Butler. He makes a man miss inside the 10. Now they come back and get him. Good job by the Wildcat special teams and covers that time. Butler had nowhere to go. He tried to make a man miss, but we tackle him at the 7-yard line.
That was Zeke Taylor doing it all by himself. He made him miss, Mike. Zeke got up and still made the play. That's how you don't quit and finish football plays. I like it, Zeke.
I mean, the Cats are getting we talked about it tonight, Kyle. What kind of effort will you get? I got a long list of things to tell you about what I saw last week on the road for the Gators. When I tell you about how bad Ole Miss is going to take it to us tomorrow at halftime, but we'll talk about that. But the effort tonight, you cannot complain about the way the Wildcats are playing.
No, I like the effort so far. I know you got to control it, but I like what I've seen so far from this Wildcat football team.
First down and 10 now. You've got 2:52. The Range Vikings offense back on the field. We need to keep them right here at 15 points. This is a great opportunity for an interception going back the other way.
No, wouldn't that be nice?
Because Cole is all alone, empty backfield here, sends man in motion. No backs in the backfield. First down play. Cole straight drop, looking to throw. Now he's under pressure. He's looking to run. Wildcats have him bottled up in the end zone, and he has to fire it out of bounds over there. Good job, and now a flag comes flying in here way late, like after the play goes out of bounds. This guy on our sideline throw the flag.
I have no idea what they're saying here unless it's a hold.
I mean, it may be something against the coaching staff for the Wildcats over here. I'm not 100% sure. Or it could have been an offensive lineman downfield. You always just hold your breath, though, when the play's over and you see a guy
out of nowhere throw a flag.
And Kennedy's giving him some words over there, so I'm not sure. Let's see what the call is here.
Man, these refs take forever just to even figure out what they're calling.
Called a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wildcats.
What did he decline it for, Matt? What? They didn't move it anywhere.
I don't understand.
I have no idea.
I don't either. Second down and 10. I think that was against Raines, and we declined it. Second down play. Second down. Cole is back there. We're going to get him sacked, and then we jump on him late. Hopefully they don't throw the flag. Oh, my goodness. The Wildcats finally got him on the sack there. It's going to be third down.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. He pointed the wrong way, Kyle. I think they called a penalty against Raines, and Coach Kennedy said, no, we want to move to second down here because 15 yards wouldn't have got us much there.
Yeah.
So that's what it was.
Now you got a big third down right here for the Cats. I'll tell you, we're getting pressure with Ford. I'm shocked. We did blitz register there. They had a chance to make a play in the hole.
Yeah.
He forced him out, and the Wildcats cleaned it up.
2:14 to go in the half. The Wildcats now have Raines in a third and long situation inside their 5-yard line, and now a flag comes in.
Oh, that quarterback is losing it over there right now for Raines. We got Raines a little bit on their heels there, Mike.
They're a little bit shaken, a little bit rattled. They expected to score 60, 65 points tonight, and they did score early, Kyle, but since that time, since those first 2 touchdowns, we've kind of been in their head a little bit.
This is going to be a big third down here for the Cats. You got a 3rd and 12 here, and Raines are inside their own territory. Should be great field position for the Cats if we can get a stop here.
Yeah, that was a delay of game against the Vikings, which backs them up half the distance to the goal line. So instead of 3rd down and 11, now it's like 3rd down and 14. So they've got to get the ball all the way out near the 20-yard line, and they stand at the 3. Cole in a shotgun here for the Vikings. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He takes a straight drop. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle of the field and overthrows everybody, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yep. All right, good covers by the Cats over the middle. He overshot the whole field, though. So, hey, big third down stop for the Cats. Got to find a way to score here with 1:39 left in the half.
And Cole's got a big arm. I mean, this guy's thrown for 2,000 yards. He was standing in the end zone that time, and Aaron held it to the 50 easily on a line drive. He's got a big arm, but he overthrew the receiver. He had Butler in the middle.
He had a guy open on the wheel route, too. He just overshot everybody, Mike. Hey, this was
the wheel route.
Nobody was on the wheel. I ain't sure I don't go for a block here if I'm the Cats. I'm going at him here.
Well, if you can get any kind of return here from Roden and get any kind of opportunity to go score here, we got too many guys on the field. Rhett Roden just counted them.
My God.
The Cats have to call timeout. We got the flag thrown in the backfield here. I don't think we got the timeouts that called in time. We got too many guys on the field. 12 guys. Roden standing back there as the punt returner. He's the guy that's counting them. He signaled over to the coaching staff that we had 12. We get one off here, but the penalty doesn't hurt us in this situation because they had so far to go for the first down. Yep. Now just 4th down and 9, though, but the punter gets a little breathing room. He was all the way in the very back of the end zone a moment ago. Snaps back there. The punter's got his foot into it. It's a high punt. Roden is going to let it hit. It's going to hit at the 35 and take basically a Wildcat roll and go dead right there. So we'll have it 1st and 10 from there. They want to mix it up every play.
That guy just hit Kinghorn in the back, man, from Raines. If I'm Kinghorn, I don't like that neither. And Kinghorn's tough. You don't know who he's messing with, Mike.
Yeah, Kinghorn was looking back to make sure he remembered who that was, I think. 1st down and 10 now. The Wildcats with the football from the 35, 1:27 to go in the half. We need some points here before the halftime break.
Yeah, I want to see this Wildcat football team put the ball in the end zone here before halftime. I think we're going to have to do it throwing the football.
Going to have to. I mean, I really feel like you're going to have to loosen it up that way. You can't loosen it up with the run game tonight. You're going to have to loosen it up with the passing game. 1st down and 10, Cats. Keldon Dupree, the freshman, in there at quarterback. Sends Ruiz out of the backfield. This is a passing situation. Strict drop. Dupree is under all kind of pressure and fumbles the football. He's being held. He was being held. Raines was going to get it.
We
got back on it. Dupree retreated all the way back to midfield, Kyle, and he was trying to get rid of the football. He fumbled it. He was going to get sacked.
Well, Mike, they're coming with an all-out blitz. They got the box stacked, and we don't have enough people to protect him. It's going to have to be get it and throw it.
Yeah, it's got to come out. I mean, you got to get the ball out as soon as you do, or you got to roll with it. You
got to get him out the pocket.
Yep. The earlier success that he had was when he had the chance to roll with the football. We got a guy lined up off sides, and you get back.
That's right.
2nd down play, 2nd down, and long ways to go. Here we go. Dupree, straight drop, fires one deep over the middle, and this one's going to be almost caught by Rhett Roden. Incomplete, just knocked away at the last minute.
Yeah, I think I'm telling you, man, this quarterback's Dupree's going to have a lot to watch on film tonight. And he don't have a lot of experience, but he threw that in the double coverage. You got Hodges down here. You got Hodges down here in the single. Hey, man, he's a freshman. You got a freshman good. These bullets are flying fast out there for him right now.
Yeah, the best thing about that for Dupree, he threw that in basically triple coverage over the middle, and the only guy that really had a chance to catch it was Rhodes.
That's it.
That's a good throw. I mean, it's not the throw you wanted, but it's a good throw.
Yeah, hey, it's going to be a lot to learn tonight for this kid. He needs this experience.
Third down play for Dupree. Straight drop. He's got a little bit of time. Now he fires one across the middle. It's knocked away, and it's going to be fourth down. We got a little activity over here on this sideline again.
Yeah, things are getting pretty chippy out there. I'll be honest with you, I like that throw by Dupree right there. I mean, that was a throw. He stepped up in the pocket, Mike, and made a great throw. The Raines guy just made a good play.
I realize we're losing 15-0, but I'm telling you right now, Rhett Roden's my player of the game, Kyle. He is not taking any slack from the Raines guys, and he's giving it back. And, I mean, listen, they're the number one seed. They're the ones that's supposed to score 50 points. But you got a guy like, I'm telling you right now, if we had 22 Rhett Rodens out there playing right now, it'd be a different story. He is playing with some heart tonight, and I like to see it.
Yeah, we got to. I'm telling you, you still got. I like the aggressiveness. I like playing to the whistle, but we got to control our emotions.
Yeah, you got to control it.
You're in a 15-0 game. You got a chance to win the football game. Let's don't be the dumb team tonight.
No, I agree with that. But this time the Raines guy was 5 yards into our sideline bench area over here, still pushing Rhett, and Rhett gave it back to him, and that's the fire that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I like the fire. I like it. You got to have it when you're out here playing a football game like this with these guys.
But you're right, you can't give it away. But I'm going to tell you something. This is only a 15-0 ball game at halftime. It's almost halftime. We got 23 seconds to go in the half, and the Cats are going to have an opportunity. Raines is going to get the football to start the second half. But the Cats, if they could get any score, any touchdown, gives them an opportunity to cut this to a one-touchdown lead, Kyle. And I didn't know that we were going to be there at halftime.
I didn't either. I'm glad to be there that night. We got a flag here, too.
There was a sideline call against the Cats.
Jeez.
So now Raines is going to have the football, first down and 10 with 23 seconds to go on the clock. And they're going to be starting just shy of the 20-yard line, right around the 17. I don't think Raines is going to take a knee.
No, they're going to try to score. Don't let anything behind you for the Cats.
Cole, straight drop, looking to throw. Going to fire one down the middle, deep down the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught. Zion Butler's got it at the Wildcat 40, and he's going to get wrestled down right there at the 39-yard line. You saw the arm from Cole that time.
Gotcha. I mean, that's the one thing you cannot have happen if you're the Cats, man.
40-yard lines where they're going to spot the football. First down and 10 for Raines. 14 seconds on the clock. They're going to give the Canes time to stop, but now the clock is running.
They can't. They're running the clock. They're trying to stop the ball.
And Cole is asking the referees why the clock was running. But listen, it's got to run at some point, son. He wasn't happy about the clock.
No, I mean, it ran all the way down to 4 seconds, Mike. I mean, they had a bunch of time just ran off that clock.
Well, he was mad because the clock was at 14 seconds. The referee was still standing over the ball when the clock started to run, so he was asking the referee to get off the ball. Well, the referee didn't know that the clock, it's been a poorly officiated game. It hasn't been great, but that was a little bit of chaos.
I see our buddy Big Cooper Hodges is in the house tonight. Oh, Jacksonville Jaguar.
I only see about one opportunity here. They've got to throw it to the end zone. 4 seconds left in the first half. From the 40-yard line, Cole's got the football, straight drop. He's got time. He's got plenty of time. Now he's under a little bit of pressure. He scrambles away, and now he's going to fire one down toward the end zone. It's a high throw, but it's wobbly, and the Cats are going to come up and intercept it. Good job by the Cats, and I don't think Cole's going to be happy with that throw at all. He threw a duck down there, Kyle.
Yeah, he did. That's one of the worst throws he's had all night.
I mean, he's been great with the line drive throws, but that throw, he tried to get some air on it deep down the field, and it was an absolute duck.
Yep, we will go to halftime, Mike, down 15-0. I'll be honest with you, we've had our opportunities in Raines territory to put some points on the board. We hadn't did it yet. Find a way to do it in the second half. We might have ourselves a football game.
15-0 ball game. We're going to send it back to the station. We'll come back. We're going to have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report brought to you by the fine folks down at Baker County Farm Bureau, Jack Baker, Justin Webb, local Baker County Farm Bureau agents, and we appreciate all the things they do to support Wildcat football and keep Wildcat football here on the air, along with all of our other sponsors that make it possible for Wildcat football. And I don't know, speaking of Jack, I don't know if I've seen Jackie here tonight.
I haven't seen Jackie neither. I'm sure he's listening to us on the radio if he's not here.
If he is listening to us, we'll give you a big hello, Jackie, from the graveyard over here at Raines. The Wildcats trailing 15-0. We'll send it back to the station. We're going to take about a 5-minute time out here. And when we come back, Kyle, I got some of those college football games that we're going to talk about. And the big thing that I want to talk to you about, Kyle, and I'm going to give you my opinion and you can give me yours. We're going to talk about this college football ranking system and where they've got some of these teams ranked in that top 12 right now. Obviously, a lot of time before the end of the year, and so the playoffs are not set now. But if they did end right now, we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about the way that they're getting this stuff done a little bit. I'll get your opinion on that. Raines leads the Cats 15-0. First round of the Class 3A FHSAA playoffs here from Raines High School. We'll take about a 5-minute break, and we'll be back. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction and remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcats.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinsChevy.com.
For over 50 years, dependable heating and air conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for dependable heating and air conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's dependable heating and air conditioning, 259-6546.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction or remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcats.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week. It's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around. But in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
And we welcome you back to Rains High School, side of tonight's Class 3A first-round matchup, Baker County Wildcats. On the road doing battle against the Rains Vikings. Let's see. Wildcats on the road against the Rains Vikings, and I think when we were changing our batteries out there, Kyle, you might have fiddled with some of my settings.
I figured that'd be my fault.
I think you fiddled with my settings over here, but we got it back. We're all right now. Wildcats at halftime against the Rains Vikings. We trail 15-0. Rains, though, Kyle, scored 2 touchdowns really early on, and ever since then there were no points scored in that second quarter of that football game.
No, there wasn't. There was a few big plays there for Rains, and other than that, the Wildcats defense did a great job. Wildcats offense had opportunities. We just hadn't been able to stick it in the end zone.
Yeah, and really the Wildcats were the ones with the real opportunity there in the second quarter to score some points, and just unable to. We had a couple of situations. We missed a field goal down there deep, and then had the ball deep in range territory, getting towards the end of the half. Just could not quite get it done, and so you find yourself on the end, 15-0 right now. But Rains will get the football to start this second half, and we'll see if the Wildcats can get a big turnover, get a touchdown. all it takes is one score. One score, and this game's turned around.
Yep, that's it. You're looking for some kind of big play. Like you said, Raines gets the ball coming out of the second half, and we need to stop on defense. Another big play. We got to have some kind of offensive big play is what we need.
We welcome you back in here to the Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. Jack Baker, Justin Webb down there at Baker County Farm Bureau appreciate all they do to keep Wildcat football and athletics on the radio here at 97.5 FM WFBB. And, for some reason, Kyle, if this is our last game this year, I want to thank Glen Baptist Church, Pastor Chaz Rowland, all those guys over there for the fact that they've got the ministry. Corey and my buddy John Meadows over there at Glen Baptist Church, they give up their time on Friday nights to be here. And, just like us, they give up their time. They love being part of the Wildcat, family and part of this Wildcat football team. And there's no place we'd rather be on Friday nights, and I know they love to hear it on their end, too, and we appreciate what they do to keep this thing on the air.
Yes, we do. They do a great job, and I think it's a pretty special deal. You get to listen to Wildcat football for all these years. And thank you to Corey and John and Glen Baptist.
And I'll tell you, man, when that equipment failed us over in Wakulla, Kyle, we were worried about what we were going to do, and my buddy John Meadows, he didn't waste any time. And he got this backup equipment that we're using here. And, hey, man, this thing's fully portable. We got batteries in here. We could just walk down on the sideline and call the game as we're walking.
I kind of like it better, man. We can go be a coach if we want to in a minute.
Yeah, if we could keep the settings good and you could hear me all right, then it'd be great. But, yeah, it's fully portable. And John, he got us right back on the air last week or 2 weeks ago against Fort White. And here we are on the road at Raines and bringing the action back to the Wildcat fans. We just need to score a couple touchdowns and bring them a win.
Yes, we do. Like I say, we need some fireworks to happen here on our side. Big plays on defense, and hey, find a way to score on offense.
Let me talk to you about some of this college football action tomorrow, Kyle. I mentioned to you earlier some of the games are within the top 25. I always like to look at what those noon games look like because that kind of sets the tone for what the rest of the day is going to look like, right? So when you look at those noon games that come on tomorrow, within the top 25, the first one that jumps out at me when I'm looking at those noon games at the top 25 tomorrow, the one that jumps out at me is Notre Dame at Pittsburgh. Yeah. Pitt's not one of those flashy teams, Kyle. They're not one of those teams that, is just, running teams over, but they're one of those teams that, over the past 10 years or so, you look up and they're always in the top 25. And here they are again. They're ranked number 22 this week. They've got a 7-2 record. Notre Dame and the Irish over there, if they end up with 2 wins this season, 2 losses this season, they're going to figure out a way to get Notre Dame in the playoffs.
They always do.
They always do. But if Pittsburgh the Panthers were able to take them down at noon tomorrow, man, that committee would have to do some thinking. What do you think?
It wouldn't shock me, to be honest with you. You got Cade Bell over there, which is Carlin Bell's son. He's running that Pittsburgh offense for Pat Narduzzi, and I think Pitt's very dangerous football team. It's a very, I'd call it a trap game for Notre Dame tomorrow. 12
o'clock, high noon, the Irish over there at Pitt. And I'm going to say it's a 12.5-point Notre Dame is favored in that game. And I'm going to tell you, Pitt's going to cover.
I think Pitt covers, too. I don't know if Pitt's good enough to beat Notre Dame, but I think they absolutely cover 12.5.
Another top 25 game tomorrow, Iowa, the Hawkeyes. Surprisingly, they find themselves 6-3, ranked number 21, one spot ahead of the Pitt Panthers we just talked about. They're going on the road to take on the Trojans of USC, Southern Cal. USC's a 6.5-point favorite, Kyle. You like them to cover that?
I don't know, man. I think Iowa's defense is pretty tough, but it being at USC, I'd hate to have to know I had to bet on that one, Mike, to be honest with you. I think USC covers.
I like USC in the game myself. I was hoping you'd go the other way so I could win that one from you. Iowa always plays tough, though. That'll be one of those tough games, and that's a 3:30 game tomorrow on the Big Ten Network. On ABC tomorrow, the SEC game of the week at 3:30, you got the Sooners of Oklahoma, 7-2. Boomer Sooner, as my buddy Kyle Cushenberry likes to say, 7-2, the Oklahoma Sooners. But, hey, Alabama's only a 6-point favorite, and I'm going to tell you why. The Crimson Tide, for all the weapons they have and for all the playmakers they have, and that defense can show up at times, Kyle, they've gotten let off the hook here a few times lately, and it's almost one of those situations, I feel like, where one of these weeks is going to catch up with them.
Yeah, dangerous game for Bama tomorrow. I think Oklahoma can beat anybody in the country. Oklahoma can also lose to anybody in the country. But I think it's another dangerous, kind of much like the Notre Dame. I think Bama could be on upset alert tomorrow.
I put them on upset alert too, but I think Alabama's going to win in the end. You know, if this game was at Oklahoma, I'd probably pick the Sooners because sooner or later, man, sooner or later, those close games, you're going to fall in one of those. But I think Alabama's kind of on a mission. I think they're kind of on a mission. They got embarrassed a little bit, I think, that first week in Tallahassee. I feel like that they had a chip on their shoulder since that game, and I think they've got something to prove. And DeBoer, the head coach there, he was after that game in Tallahassee, Kyle. I mean, they basically were running him out of town.
Yeah, it was. I believe he's righted that ship, I think, and then I just think it's tough to beat Bama at Bama.
It is, and that's a 3:30 game, prime time, afternoon. That's the SEC comes alive at 3:30. Kyle, what do you think about this night game tomorrow, in between the hedges up at Athens? I'm going to take Alabama, by the way, to win that game.
I'm taking Bama with you.
So the Longhorns are going to come. They're 7-2 now. The Longhorns have had an up and down year. They started out at Ohio State this year. They lost 14-7 in game one. They got beat somehow or another in the middle of all this in Gainesville by the Gators, and maybe the only game that the Gators have played this year. They got beat there. The Longhorns did. So they lost that. That's their two losses. They lost to Ohio State, and they lost on the road at Gainesville. Outside of that, they've beaten everybody else on their schedule, Kyle. And let me tell you who that is. I mean, they've beaten Oklahoma. They've hang on one second here. They've beaten Oklahoma. They beat Kentucky. They beat Mississippi State. They beat Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's only got 2 losses on the year, Kyle. Texas is one of those. So really, when you think about that little stretch they've got going, can they keep it going and win at Georgia tomorrow?
I don't think so, man. I hate it. My old Georgia buddies, but I think Georgia's just now getting it rolling, Mike, and I think Georgia rolls Texas tomorrow.
I think that's what everybody wants you to believe. And I got to tell you, all my Bulldog friends that are out there, and I've got a lot of them. I was talking to one today on text. He was telling me that he's going to be listening in tonight. His name's Kelly Cruz, Kyle, and I know he's got a new grandson. Everybody's happy over there and stuff, but tomorrow night they're not going to be happy.
Wow.
The Longhorns are going to Athens tomorrow between the hedges, and they're going to win that game tomorrow night. You heard it here first.
You heard it, Kelly Cruz.
You heard it here first. The Longhorns are going to win that game, and after the game, you're going to be here and talk about Arch Manning and that team going to the playoffs.
Man.
Watch what I tell you.
Big believer in Texas and Arch, I said.
I'm not necessarily a big believer in Texas and Arch. The way the games fall. The way the games fall, I feel like they're on a little bit of a roll. They've got 3-4 game win streak here, and they're getting some confidence behind them. I feel like they got something to prove. I feel like they got something to prove, and they're going to go try to prove it tomorrow night. Texas is going to show up.
They might. I think they show up. Georgia don't really just beat people to death. I mean, it's just Georgia's always just they do enough to win the football game. And between the hedges at night, I just think Georgia's too good.
Yeah, I can be totally wrong. I have been totally wrong many times in my life, but I'm picking it right here. You heard it here first. Texas is going to win that game. All right, Kyle, I'm going to go through these last two really quickly because our second half is going to start in just a moment. But the Hokies from Virginia Tech making their way over to Tallahassee tomorrow. Are you going to this one?
I am going. I'm supposed to be going anyway. Last game of the year, I've been to all of them, Mike. So I'm gonna ride out one more. I don't have high expectations for the game.
Florida State's a 14-point favorite, though. Do they get it done big at home tomorrow? If you win tomorrow, 5 games, you only need one more to be bowl eligible.
Yeah, we got NC State and Florida left, so it's a must-win to get bowl eligible for Florida State tomorrow. But if I'm a betting man, I'm taking Virginia Tech plus 14.
And last but not least, Ole Miss, an 11.5-point favorite at home, taking on the Gators. The Gators 3-6. Ole Miss 9-1, squarely in the playoffs right now. If Florida were to win that game tomorrow, Ole Miss's playoff hopes are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, they got a lot going over there right now, Mike. You got Ole Miss's coach. Is the big talk today. It's breaking news. I mean, coming out all over the place today that Lane Kiffin's leaving to be your next coach of the Florida Gators. And I don't know what that does to that Ole Miss football team. I think he might be a good football game over there tomorrow night.
I mean, if it's me and I'm playing for the Ole Miss team and you've got the team coming in that you think is going to try to steal your coach, I'm trying to pound them.
Well, maybe so. Maybe they'll take that
yeah.
attitude. But I think it's going to be an interesting situation. So I wouldn't like to have to bet on that one either tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you this. If Florida doesn't give a better performance than they gave on the road at Kentucky tomorrow, it's going to be a long afternoon, evening for the Gators tomorrow. I'll take Ole Miss.
Man, I'm taking Ole Miss, too.
Thank you for joining us and listening in to us here at the half. Wildcats getting set to kick it off to Raines here to start this second half. Brock Boatwright's got his foot into it, and the Cats are going to onside kick it. It goes 10 yards, and the Cats have a chance here. It rolls just across the 50-yard line, and the Wildcats had a chance to get it. Let's see who comes up with the football.
We should have got it, Mike.
The Wildcats are pointing and saying they got it, and they do. The Wildcats come out onside kick to start the second half and recover the football at the 48-yard line of the Vikings.
Yeah, not sure why Raines wasn't ready for that. That's a great call by Coach Kennedy and the staff. Great kick by Boatwright, and good job. I don't know who got on the ball out, but great job for the Wildcats right there.
I'm not sure who got it. I mean, it's a cloud of dust out there. It's like Charlie Brown football out here at Raines tonight. But the Wildcats, that ball just crossed midfield, got by it down to the 48 of Raines, and the Wildcats were there to jump on it. We get the onside kick to start the second half. You got to have things like that happen to pull an upset.
I'll be honest with you, after a play like that, Mike, it's time to take a shot on first down.
I would love to see it. You'd love to see it. You got Keldon Dupree back there. He's hit a couple of big throws here in the first half tonight. I'd love to see it on first down.
You've got one-on-one with Hodges out here. I'll throw it up.
15-0. The Vikings lead over the Wildcats here. First play of the second half coming up. The Wildcats from the 48 of the Vikings. Dupree in the shotgun. Two receivers to the right. Ruiz is in the backfield. Straight drop for Dupree. Pump fakes at the line. Throws it out here to Roden. It's broken up. Almost. That was a dangerous throw there late in the clock.
I think you're going to get a hold on the Raines Vikings there, Mike.
Yeah, it looked funny over here. You had Hodges and Roden in the same place, but it looked like somebody was trying to hold one of them up. Is that what we got?
That's what you got.
You like to see it. First down penalty against the Vikings here. The Wildcats, that time, Dupree pump faked at the line of scrimmage, and I think it was Hodges that was trying to release and get upfield, and they held him up.
Yep. Once again, we're inside the home Raines side of the field here, Mike. We got to find a way to stick in the end zone, right?
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, you can be on their side of the field all night, but if you don't get any points to go with it, it was just a great moral victory. You got to get some points here to have a chance in this football game. The ball's at the 38 now, 10-yard penalty there. Wildcats go first down and 10. Dupree and Delano Ruiz are going to be in the backfield. You've got the blocking back there, 33, along with these two receivers out here. You've got Roden and Hodges on the right sideline. First down and 10, here we go. Dupree calls for the ball, going to hand it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to get hit right at the point of attack, and there's not going to be a gain at all. They're actually going to push. They're going to push him back to the 41 here. Say we lost 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, he just ran into a wall. I'm telling you, we've got to spread this defense out. They got too many people in the box right now. Too many for us to block.
Well, and I don't care if we got guys that you're not even going to throw the football to. Show them a 5 wide. Show them a 5 wide. Show them something to spread this thing out, you know. I mean, you can run some decoys out there just like they can. Second down 10, they call that, or 12, they call that a 2-yard loss, so it's back to the 40-yard line. Dupree in the shotgun here. Roden and Hodges to the far right sideline. That's the strong side of the field. Dupree takes the snap, going to give it to Ruiz. Ruiz has got a hole 35-30, and Delano Ruiz is down to the 26-yard line as he ran around the right end that time. A bobbled snap in the backfield. I thought it was disaster, but Delano Ruiz makes something out of nothing, picks up 13 yards.
Yeah, great job by Keldon Dupree and Ruiz on getting the handoff, getting the handoff on that. The ball was going around like a volleyball back there, but good job by Ruiz once he got the ball.
All the way down to the 26-yard line. Now the Cats in business. We trail by 2 touchdowns, 15-0, but a chance here and an opportunity for this Wildcat football team. Keldon Dupree, freshman quarterback out there for these Cats, trying to do something here that nobody thought was possible. 2 receivers to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Ruiz now shifts to the right side of Dupree. Dupree calls for the football. You got about 8 guys in the box for Raines, and the ball's going to be fumbled. And it's going to be picked up, and Dupree's the only guy that has a chance. And that time, Delano Ruiz and Keldon Dupree just met in the backfield, and Dupree was trying to hand it off, I thought, and the ball got fumbled. And the big defensive end for Raines, who is Troy Butler, picked it up, and he took it to the house.
Yeah, Mike, that's just too much. There's too much going on in the middle of that down there. I mean, inside the tackles, there's just too much chaos.
and they're too big and fast. I mean, you don't have time. You don't have time for any bobbles, delays, or misdirection. It's got to be right at them, and it's got to be quick, and that just had all the makings of bad energy on that play. So the Cats come out, get the onside kick, have the chance, got a big Delano Ruiz run for a first down, but that fumble is costly for the Cats, Kyle. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. After the extra point, it is a 22-0 Rains lead with 10:18 to go in the third quarter. Let's send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to WFBB.
Taylor Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Hi, this is Larry Berkins of Berkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Berkins Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Berkins at Berkins Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BerkinsChevy.com.
.11 to go, third quarter, coming to you live from Rains High School. Mike Cruz, Kyle Davis bringing you all the action. Wildcat football 2025. Wildcats now with the football again. Nate Welch checked back in at quarterback for the Cats. Going to run the football to the left side on first down, and not a lot of room over there for the Cats on offense. That fumble, Kyle, we talked about it during the halftime break. That fumble hurt.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. Now you got to try to get some momentum back for the Cats here. We're going to need a few first downs here, Mike.
Yeah, the Cats had an opportunity there. We were inside the 40-yard line. And I told you at halftime, one score changes this game around completely. They came out with a great attack. You had the onside kick. The opportunity was in front of us, and that fumble derailed the whole thing.
Turnovers will kill you, Mike.
22-0. Rains on top now. Cats with the football from the 40-yard line. It's second down and 10. Nate Welch back in there at quarterback for the Cats. He's got two receivers to the right, one to the left. Welch going to run it himself here. He's going to get back to the 41, maybe the 42. Bring up a big third down play. Not any room in the middle. There's just no room in the middle, and those guys play fast. They're aggressive. There's so much going on up there in the middle. I just love to see those play shots down the field. But, you know, at the end of the day, the Cats have played hard tonight, but we're going to have to hit a couple big ones here.
Yep, I hate to see Big Grayson Thrift got his pads off, Mike, but he won't be coming back in tonight.
We'll have to check on that later and see what's going on. Third down and 9 now for the Cats. Nate Welch in there, sophomore quarterback. You had two guys tonight calling a signal for the Cats. One's a 9th grader, one's a 10th grader. You know, it's tough.
It is tough.
Three receiver set. Nate Welch rolling to his right. Looking good here. Fires one along the sideline. A one-handed catch by Hudson Hodges. Was he out of bounds? Oh, he was just out of bounds.
What a catch, though, man.
He brought it in. He caught that ball going out of bounds over his shoulder. And looks like what looks like a sand trap over there.
Going to force a Wildcat punt, Mr. Mike Cruz.
Did you hear me? I said it looks like a sand trap.
No, it does. It is. The Wildcat sideline is nothing but dirt.
I mean, the center of the field here is nothing but dirt. It's dust on every play. The sideline where the Wildcats are is nothing but dirt. I don't know if they've had grass over here all year.
Don't look that. Don't look like
It looks terrible. And they're going to have to host another home game next week. You're not going to grow no grass.
I need to bring my buddy Trace McCullough in here and let him resod this thing.
They got some grass issues over here. Fake punt. Boatwright finds a man over there on the far sideline, and he's got a pass completion and a big first down. The Wildcats deep down inside Range territory now as they fake another punt here, and we're going to have a first down and 10 at the Range 31-yard line.
I didn't know my buddy Boatwright could throw like that. That was a perfect ball. He just threw out to Elliott, and nice catch by Elliott, and nice run after a catch. Big play for the Cats.
Boatwright celebrating over here with Taz Kinghorn. That was worth celebrating. A big play there. They caught Range off guard, which is surprising. We tried that earlier in the game. You think Range would be ready for it?
We did.
Nice job that time. Elliott just snuck out over there. He was all alone and had a chance to go even further. Got cut down at the 31-yard line. First down and 10 now. Cats in business.
22-0. We got 8 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Welch back there at quarterback. Straight drop. Firing to the right side. That's actually Dupree.
Oh, he's all over him.
And he's holding him again. Hudson Hodges being held all the way down the sideline. They're going to get a flag here. The Cats are going to get a big first down. And one of the Range defensive linemen just pushed down Keldon Dupree back there, and he took a flop.
I don't know if that was a flop.
I think it was a flop. I think he flopped. And that was Dupree back there throwing that football. What a pretty pass that was.
Great ball.
Hudson Hodges got the best, and they're going to get, he was just throwing the flag back to him. I thought he was throwing another flag, but this is going to be pass interference against the defense. It'll be 15 yards against Range. So we had ball at the 31. It's going to be moved to the 16 now.
Yep, another big-time possession here for the Wildcats inside Range territory, Mike. We haven't been able to put it in the end zone tonight. We need to find a way here.
Well, if you can, and here's the thing, if you can and get it back to a two-score game, then one score changes everything again. You're right back to where we were. So that fumble doesn't hurt you as bad, but, man, there's a lot of what-ifs for the Cats.
This year, Mike, to be honest.
Yeah, the whole year. You're right. First down play, first down and 10 from the 16 of the Vikings. Dupree at quarterback, going to hand the football off. Lewis has got a hole. He's got a big hole, and he's going to be inside the 5, and he's got a touchdown.
Great run by Lewis. They hit the little zone read, and that was a great run. These Wildcats, they got feel like they got a little bit of attitude towards them tonight now, Mike. That might swing the momentum our way.
I like it. Range has given up 4 points a game, Kyle. We just got 6, so we're above the average, and we need a couple more touchdowns to tie this thing up. But I like the effort and the fact that we came back from giving up that fumble touchdown there when that could have been one of those proverbial nails in the coffin when they ran that touchdown back.
Yep.
But it didn't. The Wildcats come back. We get a touchdown on the next drive, and it's a 22-6 ball game.
Looks like we're going for 2 here, Mike. So we'll see what we got up our sleeve.
Well, they're going to run a couple guys back out here late, so
they better hurry up.
Thinking about what the play call is here for the Cats. Rhett Rodencheck's out of the game. Keldon Dupree stays in there. I tell you, he's played really well behind the center tonight.
They don't have enough people on the field.
Now Rodencheck him back in. We got no time to run a play. We got to call timeout. Oh, my goodness. Get it together. Get it together.
I don't understand. I mean, that's been something that's been killing us all year, man. Having to waste time out. We can't get the right personnel on the field. Not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah, that's just one of those. You hate to burn a timeout in a situation like that. You got plenty of time to get a 2-point play in. But, hey, the Wildcats on the board. 22-6 ball game. Got a chance. If you get 2 here, that makes it a 22-8 ball game. So that makes it a, what's 22 minus 8 real quick, Kyle?
22 minus 8?
Yeah, 14.
14.
You got a 2-score game? Yeah, that's right. Now, you might question it. You might question the 2-point play here if you think about the numbers, right? Because 22 minus 6 is a 16-point game. Either way, it's a 2-score game, but you have to get 2 2-point conversions. If you kick the extra point, it's just 15.
Get 1.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know.
You get it here, though, and the analytics help you. So
let's make sure we can get the right personnel on the field here to have a chance.
Bobby Harrison, the guy we were talking about earlier, Bobby Harrison, a long-time coach for the Wildcats, athletic director at Baker County High School a while back. You know, he's one of those guys. He told me a long time ago, he goes, Mike, if you go for 2 every time, if you remember this, now you were probably just a kid, but the Wildcats used to go for 2 on every touchdown.
We ran a swinging gate.
Yeah, and listen, if he would tell me, he'd say, Mike, if you go for 2 and you get it half the time, you're winning. You're even. But the problem with that, Kyle, is the timing of it. You know, if you get it 10 times in one game, but the next game you miss it all 10 times, then that changes the way the next game goes, potentially. You know, so I don't know. Man.
Let's see what we got going on.
Here we go. 2-point conversion play for the Cats, trying to make it 22-8.
I'm throwing it to 5.
Dupree in the shotgun, takes the snap. Dupree going to run it straight ahead. He's running to the right side. He's going to be close to the line, but he's not going to get in. They mark him down at the 1-yard line. So, the Wildcats don't get it. Still a 2-possession game, 22-6 ball game, and the Cats are going to kick it off.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if you see another onside kick here.
I mean, you got to pull out all the stops. But we said it, you know, there's been a lot of what-ifs in this game. We had opportunities in that first half, and if we could have just cashed in one of them, it would be potentially a closer game or even tie game right now. The only turnover tonight, the Wildcats fumbled it in the backfield earlier in the half, and Raines returned it for a touchdown. That was a big play.
It was. Like I say, man, turnovers always have a way to change the scale of the game.
Raines is going to send Washington back to return the kick. Brock Boatwright's got it teed up at the 40-yard line. You've got to believe they are wary for the onside kick here after they saw it.
I would think. I don't know if we can do the exact same onside kick here, Mike.
Well, now they bring an extra man up in the center of the field there, and he's kind of playing spy. So pooch it right here. Yeah, there's an opportunity. He does. He pooches it right over here on this sideline. They're going to make a catch at the 28-yard line. Washington takes it back to the 30. He's at the 35, looking for a hole upfield. He bounces outside. He's at the 40 to the 45-50, and now he's loose. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Only one man to beat inside the 5, and it's going to be a touchdown on the kickoff return. That'll be a 72-yard kickoff return for Raines. So the Wildcats battled, went down, got the touchdown, but here on the kickoff, Raines is going to return it all the way to extend this lead to 28-6.
Yeah, man, as I say, Coach Canada, they look like they're seeing a hole or blocking the back. They're arguing with the officials. Just too many big plays tonight for these Raines Vikings. I mean, too much firepower, Mike.
Well, you saw the speed there for Washington when he got away from the pack. But, I mean, I'm sure there probably was some penalty in there somewhere. I mean, he reversed field completely, went all the way to the other side of the field, and usually when that happens, there's something behind the play, but no flag. No flag. The kick is on the way. The extra point is right down the middle, and Raines is going to have a 29-6 lead now over the Wildcats with 7:49 to go in the third quarter.
Yep, a lot slower third quarter than first and second quarter, Mike.
A couple touchdowns for Raines here in the third quarter, one for the Wildcats. 7:49 to go. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. The Wildcats trail at 29-6. We'll be back. You're listening to the first round of the FHSAA playoffs here on WFBB.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
For over 50 years, dependable heating and air conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for dependable heating and air conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's dependable heating and air conditioning, 259-6546.
.48 to go in the third quarter. The Wildcats doing battle with Raines High School on the road tonight. First round of the Class 3A playoffs. First round of the Florida High School Activities Association playoffs all across the state of Florida tonight. teams in action doing battle on the gridiron, and the Wildcats one of them. 29-6 lead for Range right now. The Wildcats going to return the kick. Looks like across the 30-yard line, maybe the 32-yard line. And that's where we'll take it first down and 10.
Looked like it was Marlon Givens on the return for the Cats.
Four guys mixing it up over there. I tell you what, Range likes to get hits in after a whistle, maybe to the echo of the whistle.
Well, yeah, they've been known for that for a long time.
Yeah, they definitely are getting away with a couple late ones there. You see some guys jawing a little bit, but that's part of the game. Part of the game. You got to stay with it, stay in control, like you said. Wildcats got to answer that last touchdown for the Vikings here. 7:40 to go, third quarter. Delano Ruiz is in the backfield back there, along with, looks like, is that Dupree?
Yeah, that's Dupree at quarterback.
Keldon Dupree remains in. You've got a 3-receiver set for the Cats, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Dupree takes the snap, looking to throw. Straight drop, fires down the left sideline this time, and the catch is made along the far sideline over there. And the Wildcats are going to have a first down out to the 45-yard line.
That's another great ball, a back shoulder ball to Hudson Hodges. Another great catch by Hodges. Now, he's made some great catches tonight.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, as good a players as Range has all over the field, they have no answer for Hudson Hodges.
I like it. I like the call there. Get the ball, get it out of Dupree's hands quick, Mike.
7:20 to go and counting here in the third quarter. It's a 29-6 ball game, and Wildcats up to the 45-yard line. 45-yard line, first down, 10. Here we go. Dupree, 3-receiver set, 1 right, 2 left. Here we go. Hand off to Delano Ruiz, and he gets cut down in the backfield. Nothing doing.
Tough to run on these guys.
Tough spot right there. 1 yard loss back to the 44-yard line. They've been all over the middle run all night long.
They have. I don't think you're going to see Range do this to a lot of people, man. I mean, you look at their scores. I mean, they just don't let people score on.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mentioned that early in the game. Range averages about 52 points a game. They only give up 4 per game. Second down play. This time, Ruiz is going to get hit 4 yards in the backfield, and he got hit hard. A lot of celebrating, too. We call it the Dust Bowl.
Dust Bowl. There's some dust flying around for sure. We got a big third down here, man. We are 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13.
You know, and we hadn't had rain in weeks, but it looks like it's mud out here. It's just some dark dirt out there on the field. 29-6, 5:57 to go, third quarter. It's third down now for the Cats. They need about 13 to move the chains. Third down to move the chains. Dupree takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires one down the right sideline. Good throw and a flag, and he just knocks Rhett Roden out of bounds over here into the sand trap, and we're going to get a pass interference.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Mike. They're playing one-on-one. I'm talking about man. These Range defensive backs are walked up in Rhett Roden and Hudson Hodges' face. We got to take more shots to them. They can't cover them. We've seen that all night.
And I'll tell you something. I mean, I haven't watched. This is the first time I've seen Range play all year. But if you're a team that plays them down the road in the playoffs, Kyle, these corners are susceptible.
They are. They're.
I mean, they've had the hold, grab, push, pass interfere. I mean, if you got a passing team later on in the playoffs, you got a chance to take some shots.
Oh yeah, they're playing press man covers out here on our guys.
And they haven't been able to get away with anything. I mean, they've been holding, grabbing. I mean, and I wouldn't say Rhett Roden's the fastest guy. But I mean, if you can maneuver like he's been able to, he's got an opportunity to really win some battles here. First down and 10 from the 43, and I'm not saying he's slow either. But first down play, great play fake in the backfield there, and the Cat's going to get a couple of yards on a straight ahead run by Dupree.
Yep. I still like taking shots on first down, Mike. I mean,
I want to see it too. We onside kick the football. We take punts, but we haven't thrown it on first down.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Mid-quarter timeout here in the third quarter.
5:14 to go, third quarter. Wildcats trailing 29-6 on the road to the Rains Vikings. What matchups were you interested in tonight, Kyle? Any in the area that where you were interested in? Yeah, high school.
No, not so much. I didn't really see any. This first round's never.
First round's always tough. You got the higher seeds and the lower seeds. And I didn't really look at a lot of matchups this week to see who else was really playing, but there'll be some. This will be one of those good nights to go back and watch the news just to see who's in, who's out, and see who you might go see next week if we're not able to get the win here tonight. That's right.
Oh, temperature is dropping over here at the graveyard.
I will say this about the graveyard, and the field's not in great condition, Kyle. It's a sloppy mess out there. It's sandy, it's dirty, but I'm going to tell you something. There have been some big-time football players that have played on this field over the years.
Big time.
I mean, you think about some of the guys. You could name off 5 or 6 guys without even blinking.
Lito Shepard was over here.
For sure. He did. Lito Shepard played here. There's been a lot of guys. First down, second down play. Dupree rolls to his right, looking to get hit from behind that time as he threw the football, and I'm not sure who he was trying to get that to, but it goes incomplete. It'll be third down.
Third down here for the Cats. It'll be 3rd and 7. 4 minutes and counting on the clock.
When I was a kid, there was a guy that played for the Philadelphia Eagles named Harold Carmichael.
He played at Rains?
Played here at Rains. Brian Dawkins.
Brian Dawkins.
Safety for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, he's in the Hall of Fame.
One of the best football players you ever saw. Played right here on this field. Third down and 7 now for the Cats. At the 40-yard line, Dupree takes a snap, looking to throw. He's under pressure. Gets away from one man. Scrambling to his right, showing some good wheels, gets hit on the sideline, throws a great pass down there to Hodges, just falls incomplete. And Dupree got hit hard on the sideline here.
He's taking some shots right now, Mike. I like the kid. He's tough. He's getting up, still trying to make plays.
I'm going to tell you something right there. That was an athletic play he just made, just even getting that pass off.
It's up a 4th down for the Cats, and I think you got to go for it, Mike.
Nate Welch going to check in there now. Dupree comes over to the sideline. Well, yeah, you have to. I mean, you're down 29-6. I mean, there's no punt situation here anymore. You got to convert every opportunity you get. 4:37 to go. Cats check in a couple of different guys here, and let's see if we can pull one off. You need about 7 yards for the first down. We changed some personnel there, though, in a little confusion, so they got to hurry. Welch in there in the shotgun. Nate Welch calls for the football.
Call the play, Welch.
Takes the snap, going to hand it off, and it's going to be a running play to the left side, and that play got blown up in the backfield, and the Cats are going to turn it over on downs with 4:30 to go in the third quarter, trailing 29-6.
Okay, I'm not sure what that was.
I didn't hear, that was a tough play call there on 3rd down or on 4th down, trying to get to the edge on that side, and we lost yardage, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. One of the guys from Rains looks to be shaken up. After that halftime conversation, and I did pick Texas. I didn't hear from any Bulldogs.
Oh, they must be all out in the hunting woods and that.
Kelly Cruz didn't say a word. I didn't hear from any of the others.
You'll hear from them tomorrow night when the game's over, I'm sure.
As soon as they win. Right? Nah. All right, Rains with the football now. The Rains players up and off. Good to see. First down and 10 now, going the other way. Rains with the football.
Be careful here for the Cats of a shot, a big play here.
3 receivers set to the left, 1 to the right, back in the backfield. Cole, the quarterback, is going to hand the football. No, he fakes his handoff, fires it out to the left side. The receiver makes a man miss and now gets hit upfield about 6 yards. So about a 6-yard gain. Cats come over and converge on the tackle. Hudson Hodges, Rhett Roden, Taz Kinghorn there for the Cats.
Man, rain's going fast here, Mike.
Yeah, they want to score some more points, Kyle. Handoff to Washington. He makes a man miss at midfield. Spin move inside the Wildcat 45 down to the 44. The Cats finally corral him there, but a nice run for Washington.
Yeah, that's a good play by who was that, 3 for the Cats? A good play by Thomas coming up.
To Darius Washington, running back there for Raines. Picks up the first down. They're at the Wildcat 43-yard line now. Fake handoff to Washington and a pass to the right side. A catch made and a hit right away, though, for the Cat defense. Only a gain of about 5 or 6.
Zeke Taylor coming up from the safety spot. Nice tackle there in the open field.
Number 0 makes the tackle. 5-yard gain for the Vikings. They're down to the Wildcat 38 now. And trying to run a little hurry up, a little tempo action here. I'll be honest with you, the Wildcat defense has kept the ball out of their offense's hands tonight.
They have.
First half, they went a long time with only 2 possessions. Second down play, handoff to Washington again, and Washington's got a crease. He's got a hole. He's inside the 30 and down to the 25. The last 2 runs, Kyle, he's showing you a spin move that I haven't seen tonight.
Yeah, he's a good back. Very good, real shifty. He reminds me of DeAndre Swift out there, man.
You just pulled that one out of thin air, DeAndre Swift.
He runs like.
That's the guy you thought of?
Yeah, him or Gibbs.
What about Saquon?
He's not Saquon.
The Eagles are 7-2 right now. They got a win against the Packers last Monday night, and this week they got a Lion.
What was that 10-7 Monday night game?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was 0-0 at halftime, and guess what? That was the first Monday night football game since 2009 that had no score in the first half. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yeah. 16 years of football, and that game went 0-0 to the halftime break. And I was on the edge of my seat. It was so exciting, I fell asleep, and when I woke up, the Eagles were ahead 10-7.
Fell asleep.
That's what happened. Monday night football games are hard once you get over 50, Kyle.
Yeah.
First down and 10 for the Vikings inside the Wildcat 30 down to the 26-yard line. Cole takes the snap, going to hand it off to Washington again. He's got a hole. He's inside the 20 down to the 15. Washington makes a man miss. 10-5 touchdown Raines. And that was a swift run there by Washington. 26 yards for the Raines Vikings touchdown.
Yes, and they are. I tell you, man, these Wildcat defenders, they're getting a little gassed out there, Mike.
Well, for sure. And I saw a side there of Washington on that possession that we haven't seen tonight. I mean, he had a couple of spin moves out there, some breakaway speed there on that last run, and that was a nice run for Washington.
It was.
I didn't like to see it, but it was a nice run. Extra points down the middle by Duong, and in 2:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Now it's a 36-6 Raines Vikings lead over the Wildcats.
They are. They bought some fireworks tonight, Mike.
They've been blowing these fireworks all night long. My goodness. You think they've had a membership at Phantom Fireworks or something?
Oh, man.
2:50 to go in the third quarter. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. Send it back to the station. You've been listening to the third quarter action here. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Tailored Healthcare Clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services,
through the Insurance Direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929.
We welcome you back here to Rains High School. Wildcats of Baker County doing battle with the Vikings from Rains. I got to tell you what, man, that was a highlight reel play for Marlon Gibbons. We just saw on the kickoff return, Kyle. He ran to one sideline, back to the other. Would have been about a 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. But, Kyle, as soon as he got to midfield, the back goes through a flag back around the 10-yard line. I can't imagine that it had anything to do with the play, but Marlon Gibbons got a touchdown, a kickoff return touchdown taken away from him here at Rains.
It did. A holding call called the kickoff.
And what a play that would have been for a young man like Marlon Gibbons, just a freshman on the football team, Kyle, and he was running away from the Rains guys on the sideline.
Yeah, he put it in another gear, man.
He did. What a great-looking return. It's too bad that play got called back for a penalty. That was a great play by Marlon Gibbons. Hate to see it. So after the penalty, though, because he threw it at the 10-yard line, they mark it off half the distance. The Wildcats all the way back to the 5-yard line. And I'm telling you, Marlon was at midfield when he threw that flag, Kyle.
Well, Coach Kennedy's in the rest ear over here, Mike.
First down play for the Cats, trailing 36-6 on the road here in the first round of the Class 3A FHSAA playoffs. And now a flag comes down. The Cats are going to get a delay of game.
There's going to be a delay of game.
Man. Yeah, when things aren't going well, they're not going well. And I know Coach Kennedy's upset about that, and I tend to agree here because I'm telling you, Kyle, he was at midfield when that flag came out. And listen, you lose them 36-6. What's it matter if the man returns the kickoff back for a touchdown? Yeah.
Got Nate Welch back in the game at quarterback for the Cats.
Welch calls for the football, takes the snap, fires one to the right side, and that was dangerous. And the receiver came over and got a high hit on Hudson Hodges, and they're going to throw the flag there. He just took Hudson Hodges completely out of the play, and the pass sail's incomplete. But their defenders are just running right through receivers.
They are. That was
I mean, with no regard for where the football is, anything. They're just running right through receivers. I mean. I was telling you earlier, their cornerbacks are susceptible because they're not even playing the football, Kyle.
No, they're not.
$15-yard penalty here as he gets an unnecessary roughness on that play. Be first down for the Wildcats, first down and 10. They move the football out near the 20 now, get some breathing room away from the end zone there. That penalty on the kickoff return had us all the way back at the 5-yard line. Crazy how things can change. That was a kickoff return for a touchdown. You bring it all the way back to the 5-yard line. Way behind where the play even was. First down and 10 now. Welch in there at quarterback. Two receivers right, one to the left. Handoff for the Cats. Delano Ruiz has got it. Ruiz gets out near the 20. And Kelton Dupree, I mentioned to you earlier, he has his pads off over here on the sideline. So hopefully everything was all right with him after that hit on the sideline. But probably just some precautionary. They taped up his right arm there, but it looks like he's happy, so he doesn't look like he's upset or anything. He's just not going to play anymore tonight.
Well, I tell you, I like Delano Ruiz tonight. He's ran the ball hard, man.
He has,
and not a lot there.
I mean, the effort for the Wildcat football team's been here all night, Kyle. They played hard. The Cats have played hard. They just had a few opportunities in the first half we didn't get, and then we've had a couple here in the second half. And then before you know it, you look up and it's 36-6. Little option play running to the left side this time. That's not going to go anywhere, though.
Dude, you're not going sideways against this Range football team.
No, we've tried that a couple times, and every time they get out there, they've got a fast and ferocious defense. I said that earlier, and they play nasty. They absolutely do. Defensive guys love that.
Yeah. This team's very talented. They've lived up to all the stuff I've heard about them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're good. They're good. They've got playmakers. The quarterback can throw the football. They've got some receivers that can go get it. The one area, I'm telling you, that I mean, if I'm attacking this football team, I'm down the road. If I can throw the football, that's what I'm doing against this team.
Yeah.
Third down play, 3rd down and 11. Straight drop for Welch. Now he's going to scramble out. He's going to get sacked in the backfield. Just didn't have enough time. Could not throw the football, and the clock's going to run out on this 3rd quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's 36-6 Range with the lead. When we come back, we'll have the start of the 4th quarter, more Wildcat football, and we'll take you through this possible final 4th quarter of 2025. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Yeah, we bring you back here to start the 4th quarter of action here tonight on the road. The Wildcats of Baker County doing battle with the Rains Vikings over here at William H. Rains High School, right along Seafeld Drive on the north side of town. The Wildcats in the graveyard tonight. We trail at 36-6. Mike Cruz, Kyle Davis bringing you all the action tonight. Wildcats set to punt it away. Brock Boatwright stands back at the goal line, gets a low line drive kick. It's going to take a Wildcat roll and go out of bounds around the 47-yard line of the Vikings, and that's where they'll have the ball. 1st down and 10. As we start this 4th quarter, Kyle.
Yep, 4th quarter here for the Wildcats. It's 36-6. And we'll start it on defense, Mike. I tell you, man, we've got a bunch of guys down. Kaysen Cruz is down, 88, with a hurt leg. Grayson Thrift down with a leg.
Yeah, it's been a tough night for the Cats, and unfortunately, you kind of knew some of that was going to happen with the way the Rains Vikings play, but you hate to see it.
Yep. You do.
I want to ask you a question, Kyle, in just a moment after this play, and I'll get to it. But 1st down and 10 now, Vikings. They take it at the 45-yard line. Cole, the quarterback, is going to hand it off. This is a new running back. That's not Washington. We'll check the number on that back. 5-yard gain out to midfield. But here's the thing. When we left Fort White in the last game of the season, I told you, I said, you know, the Jaguars are going to play the Raiders, and I feel like the Raiders are going to that football game. And I was wrong. The Jaguars won by a point, but that's the only win they've had in the last 4, Kyle.
That is. That was a tough one against Texans last week, huh?
Pass this side to the left side called over there. The receiver's going to get upfield to around the Wildcat 42-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for the Vikings. But I was almost right in that prediction that I made, even though the Raiders aren't very good. But this little stretch that they've had, they lost to the Seahawks, they lost to the Rams. A lot of those teams out west, they almost lost to the Raiders by 1. And then this past week, really inexcusable loss to the Seahawks.
Oh, man. You're up by what? You're up by 3 scores with 10 minutes left?
Yeah, they were up.
That's the kind of loss that can tear a season up, man. It can tear a team apart, really. I mean, that one hurt for the Jags.
First down play here. They're going to run a little quarterback keeper straight up the middle here. The Cats defend it pretty well, just about a 3-yard gain.
Raines has got some backups in there, Mike.
They do. They're running some backups, and I don't have a full list of them. But, yeah, at the time that we talked, you know, after the 2 losses to the Seahawks and the Rams, the Jaguars were 5-3. I'm sorry, they were 4-3. Now they've gotten a win and a loss since then, so they're 5-4. You think they're going to pull it together and pull it over?
I don't know. I think this week will tell a lot. I think, Mike, the Chargers.
Yeah, the West Coast teams have been hard on the Jaguars so far.
Yeah, they have. I mean, that's tough trips out there out west, man. Long trip for the Jags, but in the Texans, I just noticed, like you said, there's no excuse to lose the game last week. So.
But if you can get a win against the Chargers this week, you got some real winnable games coming up. You got the Cardinals and Titans back-to-back before the big showdown with the Colts in a few weeks.
Say the Colts have been impressive all year.
They're 8-2. One of the top teams in the AFC. Did you think that was going to happen this year?
No.
Third down play for the Vikings. Cole straight drop, going to fire it left side. He's got a catch made on the far sideline, and he's going to get a first down for the Vikings. Tell you what, man, if they have many more playoff games down the road,
this field ain't going to make it.
It's not going to make it, man. It's a dust bowl. The dust is flying.
Yeah, you got to think Raines will be home until the Final Four.
Oh, yeah, they're the 1 seed, at least the first 3 weeks. But I got to tell you, man, this is a tough place to play.
This field's had a rough year.
First down now, Cole in the shotgun, takes the snap. They're going to run the football here down to the 25, inside the 25, down to around the 23. There's 9:40 to go on the clock now, and
Raines has finally slowed it down a little bit there.
Yeah, you know, they put a few reserves in here at running back. They still got their starting quarterback playing, but it's a 36-6 ball game, and time's running out on the Wildcat season.
Yes, it is.
Had some chances tonight, though, and they came and showed up and played football tonight, Kyle, and I'm not a moral victory guy, just like you're not either, but they did show up to play football tonight.
They did show up. I mean, gave us a few big plays, but for the most part, I think the Cats showed up tonight. I mean, and played with a lot of heart.
They did. Second down play coming up for the Vikings inside the 25. Handoff. No, the quarterback fakes a jet sweep, and he keeps it himself on the ground, and their lineman, luckily for Raines, the lineman was right there to jump back on the football. Have to give a shout-out to our PA announcer from back over in McClenny. You know, when the Wildcats are at home, my buddy and your buddy, Tim Wilder, is up there on the microphone in Memorial Stadium, and he's the only one I heard from, but he gave me the go Dogs.
Oh, yeah, Tim's a big Georgia guy. They got a lot to be happy about this year, unlike us.
What do we got, like 7 wins between us?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, third down play for the Vikings, and it's going to be a straight draw here, and they're going to get a touchdown out of it. The quarterback goes straight up the middle for the touchdown, and the Raines Vikings have extended it now, Kyle, to a 42-6 lead.
Yeah, you'll get a running clock now, won't you, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to go that route or not, but it's a big lead now for the Vikings. You hate to see, this is the thing that I hate to see, you know, because you can't measure a team playing hard and having chances when you see a score like 42-6, right? But the Cats had an opportunity to keep this thing a lot closer, and
so they did. Just a few missed opportunities, man. A few big plays here and a few plays here that we could have made, and a few flags. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, you're talking about a 15-0 game at halftime, Mike, and that's just 2 big plays that Raines made on offense.
Yeah, and honestly, a 15-0 game that we should have had at least 15-7. We missed a field goal, and we had opportunities to score, so it should have been at least 15-7, maybe even 15-10 at halftime.
Yeah.
Come out, get the onside kick to start the second half, catch them off guard, had a chance to go down there. That's when the fumble happened and things unraveled from there.
Yep. Get a fake punt on them. I mean, Coach Kennedy pulled out all the stops tonight. I mean, sometimes the truth is, Mike, you hate to say it, sometimes you're just outmanned. I mean, that's just,
yeah.
And tonight, I think, hey, that's a lot to do with it. But we wanted to see this team play hard, play with heart, and I think we saw that for the most part tonight.
43-6 ball game now. 8 minutes to go in the game, and the clock is running. So this will be a short last few moments of the ball game, so I'm going to go ahead and prepare John Meadows and Corey back at the station that we're in that situation now where we're in the running clock. So I want to take a moment and just thank everyone that's listened in this year and thank all the folks that have made Wildcat football possible. I thank Chaz Rowland, Glen Baptist Church, John Meadows, Corey back at the station, all our sponsors. You know, I could list them all and probably leave somebody out, but Baker County Farm Bureau, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning. I mentioned Oscar Gray earlier. Sabrina Thrift, man, she's always been just a big supporter of Wildcat football, dual state real estate. My buddy Tim Hughes, Wildcat Tim Hughes out at American Recycling, loves the Wildcats, has always loved the Wildcats. Want to thank all those guys for sponsoring. Larry Birkins Chevrolet down there. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but at the end of the day, thank all of those guys.
Yep. That's another end to a Wildcat football season, Mike. So had our ups and downs this year, but hey, made the playoffs. You can come out fighting. That's all you can ask for if you're Brock County and and stuff.
Yeah, look to next year. You know, you got some young guys on this football team, some playmakers. I mean, Kelvin Dupree showed some things tonight. You knew that he had, and he got a chance to get back there and play quarterback. Nate Welch is a guy that you can depend on. You got some playmakers. You got some young guys coming back. You got to look to some of these guys coming up from middle school and see what you got, and go from there.
Oh, I think they got some good. You got some good stuff going on here in this program. We got some good guys coming up, a good group of young guys, and hey, the middle school keeps getting better. Coach Jackie Baker in his first year took his middle school team to the championship game.
Is that? Oh yeah, they went to. Yeah, there you go.
You got a bright future here in Baker County.
Coach Jackie. I don't know if I ever thought I was going to say that.
I got to give Jackie the props where his props is due. He did a great job with the middle school boys this year. Him and his whole coaching staff, Tyler Burns and all the guys over there, Chris Burnham. They had an excellent year.
That's good. Congratulations to those guys. I tell you what, man, you got it.
Noah Ray. Don't let me forget Noah Ray ran offense over there this year. Offensive coordinator first year. Hey, big time impressed with all them guys.
I never even had a chance. I didn't get a chance.
I tried to get you a come a few times.
Those guys play on Tuesday, man. When you're a working man, Mondays and Tuesdays are hard. But maybe if Jackie's coaching again next year, I'll try to get out there and check him out.
He'll be there. He said, hey, I ain't going to run him off after a championship game up here.
All right. 5:55 to go in the ball game. Cats called timeout. We got a 43-6 lead for the Rains Vikings, and tough one here tonight for the Cats.
It is a tough one, man. Hey, it's a tough way to go out, but hey, like I said, few opportunities, and really all year. It's the story of the year for the Cats, man. You find a way to win one of the last 2 or 3 games, and you don't end up here first round at the graveyard. So I mean, it's just the ball just hasn't bounced our way all year, and some of the time this year, and you get what you get.
Kyle, I thanked all those people a minute ago, our sponsors, the guys back at the radio station, the folks over at Glen Baptist Church, but I didn't thank you. Thank you for being here this year. And we had a good year, man. We've been to some different places. We went to Wakulla this year. I don't know. I told you before, in the almost 30 years, I don't think I've called a game from Wakulla. That was fun.
Home of the Felipe Frank.
Famous Felipe Frank.
Thank you for having me, Mike. I enjoyed it, man. There's nothing like high school football.
No, I love it. I tell people all the time that the difficulty for me is getting myself mentally prepared to be here each week. But once I get to the games, I love it, Kyle.
Yep. Yeah, I usually call you about every Thursday and get you prepped and ready.
Try to get my mind right. Yeah. Third down play for the Cats now. They need about 8 to pick up the first down. We're going to go below 4 minutes to go on this play. Welch straight drop, looking to throw. Now he's going to scramble out of there, and Welch is going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage, and the Cats are going to get sacked again. We got a 4th down coming up.
Yeah, just not much time for Welch back there, man.
These guys from the back end on Rains defense, they're going to get tired of talking to Rhett tonight, I think. He's just, hey.
Well, Rhett's uniform looks like he just rolled around out there in that dirt, man.
He's played hard tonight. I'm going to tell you, those 2 guys running off the field there together, Hodges and Roden, they've played as hard as anybody. Delano Ruiz, Keldon Dupree on this offense, these offensive linemen. You know, some of these guys that got hurt tonight. Grayson Thripp, I hope he's good to go.
Yep, Ben Davis. A lot of these guys, man, they come out here and lay it on the line tonight, and that's all you can ask.
Zeke Taylor, man, you saw Zeke Taylor.
Zeke's always around the football.
Marlon Gibbons had a 90-yard kickoff return taken back. I mean, these guys have played hard, man. They've been
Taz Kinghorns. We've called Taz Kinghorn's name all year long now.
Hudson Register, he was out there mixing it up earlier. I watched him, and I hate to see it for a senior year for Hudson. He didn't get to play quarterback in the last couple of games because of his finger injury, and but gave him a chance to look at, you know, Keldon and Nate Welch for the future of these cats. But I know Hudson hated that, but hate to see him go out. First-round loss. Hudson's a player, man.
Yeah, he's had a great year, man. I enjoy watching Hudson Register. Like I said, I would call him the heart and soul of his Wildcat football team. Middle linebacker, quarterback, and he's had a great senior season.
Boatwright's out there to kick it away for the Cats here on 4th down. What a way for Brock Boatwright to go out tonight. He had a completed pass for a first down on a punt fake earlier in the ball game. Fair catch called for here. Great punt by Boatwright all the way back to the 37-yard line, and the clock's going to run. So, Kyle, the Vikings are going to get the ball back here, but as the clock runs, it should be a pretty quick possession.
Yep. Should be. Under 4 minutes and counting now.
Let's see if they put a reserve quarterback in there. They did. They changed their quarterback. Have to look down the road and see who the Vikings get in the next round. Not sure who it'll be. Yep. Thank you, John Meadows. That's my buddy John Meadows back there at Glen Baptist Church inside the studio.
Yeah, John, thank y'all for all y'all do, man. We enjoy being out here, and we know y'all make it all possible. So.
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying that, John. That's my breakfast buddy. We'll get together every now and then and have some breakfast, and maybe I'll call him up next week. I think he owes me one.
Oh,
yeah, I think he owes me one.
Always good to get them free breakfast.
One of the Wildcats with a cramp here late in the ball game, but we're going to pack it up, Kyle. We're going to pack it up and get out of here. It's 43-6. The game's going to be over here. The running clock's going to take us out of here. So watch it through this time out here, and then I think we're going to be heading back to McClenny. A lot of the Wildcat fans heading for the exit, and we just hate to see the season end like this. The Wildcats going to finish with a 4-7 record for 2025, and we'll just have to look to next year. And guess what, Kyle? Guess what it is now? It's basketball season.
Yeah, basketball season.
I don't know if you know it or not, but the Gators won their 5th in a row against the Seminoles this week.
Yeah, I watched it. It was a pretty entertaining basketball game.
I should say the defending national champion, Florida Gators.
I got a good
time. Kyle, in my lifetime, I want to tell you this. In my lifetime now, I've seen the Gators win 3 basketball national championships, 3 football national championships, a baseball national championship, 2 softball national championships. I don't know how many track and field and all these other men's golf and everything else. Can you say the same?
I can not all that. I mean, I've never seen a basketball one.
Or baseball.
Or baseball. We've been there many times. Many times. 3 football.
3 football, for sure. I saw them all, 93, 2013, and 99.
I was actually at every game, every national championship game we won.
Did you have a chance to look at my shoes?
I did. They're nice. Orange and blue.
You like those, don't
you? Yeah.
Second down play for the Vikings here. Clock's going to run down under 30 seconds to go in the ball game now. This will be the last play that we'll call of this 2025 season. And they put the running back, Washington, back in there.
I'm not sure why, but they did. Maybe he's trying to get over 100 yards or something.
You got a guy like Washington that's so important to this football team. Why would he be out there 43-6? I mean, seriously. Makes no sense.
They're going fast. They're going to keep throwing the ball here.
Well, that'll be the last play. They're going to throw it deep down the sideline, Kyle, and it's nobody home. So that's going to do it. It's a 43-6 ball game, Kyle, and I'm going to tell my buddy John Meadows and my buddy Corey back at the station that we're going to head home from here. So we're going to say good night, everybody, and good night, Wildcat fans.
Good night, guys.